All right. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rivercrest Football, brought to you by Rivercrest Athletics. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you'll be notified each time that we go live. This is Coach Ronnie Dye from Rivercrest High School along with Danny Graham. Clarman Strickland's with us, and Bubba's running the camera for us.
Absolutely.
All right. Appreciate those guys being a part of bringing you the live stream here tonight. We are missing one key member of our team who fell ill today.
Absolutely, yeah. Man, we missed Todd Benson. Hopefully he's watching. Hopefully the pain meds haven't kicked in too hard. But, yeah, I had to go to the ER this morning, and but he's home on the mend, so things are going good. Y'all just keep him in your thoughts and prayers.
All right, so we'll begin here in just a second. The Colts have made the long trip here to Little Rock to face off against Mills University Studies High School Comets right here at Comet Stadium. Your Colts got a mark in the win column after outscoring Manila 47-12 last Friday. The Colts put up 492 yards of offense while just allowing 66 yards. The Colts were 12 of 13 through the air for 193 yards and racked up 269 rushing yards on 34 attempts. Sophomore quarterback Cavante Washington led the way. He had a great debut as the starter, going a perfect 8 for 8 for 146 yards and 3 touchdowns through the air, and then also added a rushing touchdown. Cavante was also selected as a candidate for Player of the Week on the 95.3 The Ticket.
Yeah, I guess anytime you start off 8 for 8 and 3 touchdowns and ran for another one, those kind of things will get you those honors for sure.
Absolutely. Also for the Colts, Michael Rayner had 5 catches for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. He finished with a whopping 301 all-purpose yards. Running back Kobe Turner had a score to go with 117 yards rushing. And the Colts defense was led by defensive tackle Trent Kimbrough, who finished with 13 tackles, 5 of those for a loss, and a quarterback sack. It's great to start the season 1-0, but the trek through the non-conference schedule for the Colts doesn't get any easier, having to face an absolutely stacked Mills team here tonight, Danny.
Yeah, just watching film this week, I was highly impressed with Mills. Just size and speed everywhere.
All right, we're going to break for just a second. We'll come back with some information about Mills, but they're getting ready to do the national anthem here at Comet Stadium. We'll be back in just a few moments. All right, great job by the Mills band there with the national anthem. Now the teams are getting ready to do the alma maters. And cheerleaders are over there. They're ready to perform tonight. And the football team's there in the end zone. They're ready to take the field and get this thing started. Now for Mills, who moved from 4A to 5A this season, has talent everywhere with size and speed to spare. This is a stacked team, Danny.
It really is. I'll tell you, the more I looked into them, looked at last year's record and wasn't super impressed in 4A, just 6-5. The more I looked into it, though, just a young team, and they really have come into their own. I mean, there's talent everywhere. 3 D1 athletes on this team, starting with your running back slot receiver, Jabray Shaw, a phenomenal athlete. Played in just 7 games last year, Coach, and had 19 touchdowns. That is incredible.
That's incredible.
And you might think it was a fluke, but he had 4 touchdowns in the opener last week, so he seems to be in mid-season form already.
Sure enough. They are. He mentioned Jabray Shaw. He had 3 catches last week for 72 yards, ran for 2 touchdowns, and also scored 2 defensive touchdowns.
And had about a 50-yard punt return for a touchdown called back. So, yeah, phenomenal athlete.
They're also Mills played Forest City last week. They beat Forest City 58-12. They were led by junior quarterback Achilles Ringo, probably one of the best football names, or athletic names. Yeah. Achilles Ringo.
That's on my high school all-name team right there. You got to love that name, and a great athlete. I guess if you're named Achilles Ringo, you better be pretty good.
Right.
And he is.
He's a 6'3", 210-pound junior quarterback for this Mills team. Last week was 10 for 12 passing for 279 yards. He had 3 touchdowns in the air. He threw for over 2,300 yards and 17 touchdowns as a sophomore last season. Danny mentioned Jabray Shaw, who had 3 catches for 72 yards, 2 touchdowns, and scored 2 defensive touchdowns last week. He had in 7 games, nearly 1,000 yards rushing, 550 yards receiving, and 19 touchdowns last season.
It's crazy. And Anton Pierce is another one. I think Jabray Shaw has 5 D1 offers. He's committed to UCA. Anton Pierce, big 6'3", 207-pound receiver, can fly. He has 3 D1 offers and will be headed to Army next year. But the man child is number 10 defensive tackle Charleston Collins, who is an absolute hoss. He's about 6'5", 260, 265.
And a junior.
A junior. In the 24 recruiting class, he is ranked number 2 in Arkansas. Number 25 defensive lineman in the nation, number 271 player overall in the nation. And really, Coach, his recruitment just started blowing up, so those numbers could go up. His offers, I think he has 20 D1 offers right now, and it's a who's who of college football.
I see a lot of SEC names here: Arkansas, Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Miami, Oregon, Texas, Oklahoma, and so many more. So,
yeah, anytime Alabama and Georgia are listed in your offers, you're a good player.
You're a good player.
Absolutely.
That's right. Will we see Saban here tonight, you think?
I don't know. They could probably get film back to him. I'm not sure he'd have anywhere to park here.
Well, that's true too.
But it is an absolutely beautiful stadium, though. First time I've ever been here.
The parking's a little small, but it is, as Danny mentioned, the facilities are outstanding here. We're on top of the roof here at the press box. Plenty of room for us here. And matter of fact, we've got enough room down here. We dance if we wanted to.
I'm going to save that one.
Getting ready for Rivercrest versus Mills. This is the first time in school history that these two teams have played. So buckle up, folks. We're getting ready to have a great night of football here in Little Rock. The captains are at midfield now, getting ready for the coin toss and see who's going to get the ball first. So Mills wins the toss. They defer to the second half. Rivercrest will start with the football here to start this game.
Boy, it'd really be nice to get some momentum going on offense right here. Very aggressive defense. They have real trim, athletic defensive linemen, big linebackers. The secondary for Mills are ball hawks. They picked off 5 passes last week, 2 defensive touchdowns, and actually had a defensive touchdown called back. So they're a little bit of everywhere.
We were watching these guys. We were watching the two teams warming up before the game, and they were out there without their pads on, and these guys are ripped, man. I mean, they've obviously been in the weight room a lot, and they look like college athletes out there.
They do. and several are, and several will be, and there's some more that probably don't have D1 offers right now that very well could be before next year's over.
But that white team that's taking the field right now, and their red helmets, white shirts, gray pants with the red stripes on the side, there's a lot of talent on that side as well.
That's right, Coach.
So we're looking forward to a great game here tonight in Little Rock. The home team taking the field. They're wearing black jerseys, black pants with white stripes, and they've got this neon green numbers. Should be easy for us to see the numbers on those.
Well, you would think so. Some of them are a little blocked, so it's hard to tell the zeros from the 8s.
And the 7s right there. There's hard to
It is. I thought one of their linemen was 57 for half a game before I realized it was 51. So, boy, a lot of size on that line too, Coach.
Yes, sir. So Danny mentioned number 10, Charleston Collins. He's that big defensive tackle. He's a 6'5", 265-pound junior. He's one to watch tonight for Mills, as well as quarterback Achilles Ringo. He'll be wearing number 5. He's a 6'3", 210-pound junior. And Jabray Shaw, number 8. He's a 6 foot 205 senior, and he plays running back.
They really used Jabray Shaw a lot. Watching film, a lot like we use Jaden Stovall in that slot position. Bring him in motion, give it to him some. Has great hands, and he's really talented after catching the ball.
Number 0, QJ King, 5'8", 170-pound senior, set to kick off for Mills.
It's another great name.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard QJ, but I like it.
Back deep to receive for the Colts, you have number 1, Michael Rayner, number 2, Kobe Turner. Rayner, a 5'10", 156-pound junior, explosive when he touches the football, as well as his mate back in the back there, Kobe Turner, 5'8", 160-pound junior. Both of these teams have a lot of junior players that can really play a game of football.
Onside kick didn't go the full 10 yards, so Colts get good field position.
Nice field position to start the game. That's a good start. So the Colts take the field. Again, they're wearing their white jersey with the red numbers, red helmets, gray pants. And the first road game of the season is underway.
Coach, I'll try to jump in where I can. I'm trying to keep offensive, defensive stats.
Sounds good.
Just trying to keep my binoculars away from my mic.
Again, sophomore Cavante Washington wears number 11. He's a 6 foot 165-pound sophomore. He is the quarterback for this Colts team to start this game. You'll see Michael Rayner back there a little bit. Got some kind of penalty there against Mills. I didn't see what the referee signaled there, but it's a 5-yard penalty.
Not sure what the call was.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the Mills 44-yard line. Great field position here to start this game, and not a second has gone off the clock yet. There's Washington pitches out to T.J. Scott. He's going to carry. He's number 9. He's going to gain about 4 yards on the play as he takes it down to the 40-yard line. T.J. Scott has been seeing some action running the football, 5'7", 145-pound senior. Hurry up offense. Cavante drops back to pass. He throws it up top. Rayner goes up and is tipped by the defender there, number 7. That's Jalen Into, 6'4", 170-pound junior.
That's not a bad play call right there. Test them out one-on-one. Usually one-on-one, I'll take Michael Rayner most of those matchups.
Michael Rayner will win most of those, that's for sure. But he's 6'4" guy there. That's a tough task there.
Yeah, it's a little hard.
All right, Rayner is now at quarterback. He takes the snap. He's going to hand the ball up the middle.
Whoa,
and there's a hole for Kobe.
He is gone.
Kobe Turner, and he goes in straight up the middle from 40 yards out. 40-yard touchdown run for Kobe Turner, the 5'8", 160-pound junior. Great play call there and great execution by that Rivercrest offense.
Well, great job by the offensive line just creating a crease, and When you got a guy like Kobe Turner, he knows what to do with it.
I think he might have got touched once going through there, and then he just shook it off and saw the end zone and took it to the house. Marcus Slayton set to kick extra points today as Josh Johnson is injured this week. Offsides penalty against Mills.
I'll tell you what, his first kick would have been good, and he kicked it a long ways.
So we may see Marcus Slayton running the ball. We may see him kicking the ball, and we may see him blocking for some folks who are running the ball tonight. So,
yeah,
as well as hitting some folks on defense.
That's right. I think to a T, every coach we talked to that mentioned Marcus Slayton said he doesn't care where he plays. He just likes to hit people. You gotta love people like that on your team.
Another flag on this point after.
We're thankful for the penalty on that one. It was a little short.
Again, offsides. So we may be going for 2 here as the ball is going to be half the distance to the goal. Going to be on about the 1 yard line.
I tell you, with a team like this, you really can't give them momentum, and just getting a great drive right off the bat was a huge start for us.
Rayner's back in at quarterback. Kobe Turner goes in motion. He sets in the backfield. He's going to take the snap, or he's going to take the handoff, and he's going to be dropped at about the 2 yard line. So the 2-point conversion is no good. So with 11:28 left to go in the first quarter, the Colts strike first, and they're leading this contest 6-0.
Tell you, I like the start, Coach.
Again, if you're just joining us, both these teams are 1-0 coming into this second game of the season. Rivercrest defeated Manila last week. I said this was the first road game, but actually we played at Manila last week.
We did.
A
lot of road games this year.
Stated that incorrectly. Yeah, we only have, 4 home games
That's
this
right.
year? So Rivercrest defeated Manila last week, and this Mills team defeated Forest City last week. Set to kick off for the Colts this week will be number 1, Michael Rayner. Back deep for Mills, number 15. That's Daniel Brown, 5'8", 170-pound senior. And I can't see the number on this other player back here.
It's going to be 15, Daniel Brown, that right side, and it looks like, I can't tell if that's
whoever it
QJ
is,
King or Jabray Shaw.
It's going to number 15, Daniel Brown. He's going to find a little seam here on the right side, but then it's closed up.
Man.
As, number 23, Mike Faison closes it up there. Mike Faison with the tackle. And the Mills' first opportunity with the ball will start at their own 33-yard line.
I'll tell you what, there's not a whole lot of weight behind Mike Faison, but he's a good little ball player.
He's quick and
man,
he's
I
fearless.
like watching him.
All right, so again, Mills with the football. The quarterback, number 5, Achilles Ringo. He'll take the snap, hand the ball off.
Oh, good job.
And great job there by number 71. That's Quinshun Perry, the 5'10 junior. He met the running back there in the backfield and held him up until his teammates got there to put him down. So great job by Quinshun here on this left side of this defensive line. The Colts have a 3-man front, and they bring up second down and 10. Again, the ball is on the Mills 33-yard line. We got an official's timeout.
I'm not shocked, Coach, that Marcus Slayton was right there to help clean up that too. But man, what a move and great aggressiveness by Quinshun Perry.
Apparently, we have a equipment issue there. Number 4, Dylan Parks, had to come off the field. He's being replaced, and now we got 3 men out wide left, 1 receiver to the right, and we're in the shotgun formation here. There's a snap to Achilles. Throws it over the top, and the ball is going to be caught by number 8, Jabray Shaw. That's 6 foot, 205-pound senior. He didn't have any problems at all gathering that ball in, and it's going to be a first down for Mills in Rivercrest territory.
30-yard gain. I tell you, he was well covered. did a great job in coverage. He just went up and got it,
He
Coach.
had the inside position there and just went up and got it. So 1st and 10 for the Comets at the Rivercrest 37-yard line. There's a snap. Pass to the right, little pick pass there to number 0, QJ King, and he's finally brought down by number 44, Nolan Williams, sophomore linebacker. Gain of about 9 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 1. Ball spotted at the Colt 28-yard line. 10:08 left to go here in the first quarter. Colts on top 6-0. There's a little pass to number 4. That's going to be Dylan Parks, and he's going to be tackled on the play by, was that Nolan Williams again?
That was Nolan Williams.
Number 44, his 2nd tackle of this game. So
I tell you, it is good to see Dylan Parks out there for Mills. Watching the film last week, he went out with an apparent knee injury pretty early in the game, so don't wish that on anyone. It's good to see him playing.
So another 1st down for the Comets here at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Quarterback Achilles Ringo drops back to pass. He throws it to the right side of the field. It's complete to number 0, QJ King. He's going to be finally brought down. There's Nolan Williams again, number 44 for the Colts. Also number 15, Austin Elrod there to help make the stop. Another 1st down for Mills. .36 left to go in this first quarter. They haven't updated the score, but the Colts are on top 6-0. They scored on a Kobe Turner 40-yard touchdown run, and the 2-point conversion was no good.
Tell you what, in the excitement of that first touchdown, I hadn't updated our score either on the live stream, so I'm right in line with the Mills clock guy.
So false start penalty against Mills there on 1st down. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll scoot them back to the 18-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 15. Achilles Ringo, the quarterback, he's under center this time. 3 people in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to number 8, who has some open space on that left side. Great block there by number 20, Derek Murdoch. Number 8, Jabray Shaw, takes it in from 13 yards out for the score. So 9-14 left to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 6 with the point after attempt. Actually, they're going to go for 2 right here.
This is something we saw in film where they like to go to the wishbone and just run that blast off tackle.
This time there's a roll out, pass to
action.
the right. He's got a little pressure. Ball knocked down. Great job there by Michael Rayner to knock that pass down. So we're tied at 6 with 9-14 as the 2-point conversion pass was no good by Achilles Ringo. So if you're a Mills fan, that was a nice little drive there to begin their series on offense.
It really didn't look anything different than what I saw on film. Just a lot of great athletes, and he does a good job of Ringo does a good job of just getting them in space and letting them work. You saw some of the moves that QJ King. He may be one of the few that doesn't have a D1 offer yet.
Yeah.
But man, what a quick high school player.
This is a quick team. Both these teams are super quick.
Yes.
Should be an exciting game here tonight. So, again, if you're just joining us 6-6 with 9:14 left to go in the first quarter, both teams have one possession. They both scored touchdowns. Rivercrest scored on a 40-yard touchdown run up the middle by Kobe Turner. And the Mills Comets just scored on a 13-yard run by number 8, Jabray Shaw.
I really saw him kick it deep against Forest City all last week. Apparently they watched a little film and said that Rayner guy can make things happen.
Another onside kick.
Oh,
this
man.
time it's picked up by number 19, rather. Number 19, Jaden Stovall, picks it up, and he gains about 10 or 12 yards on that. So they line up with number 0 to kick off, but it wasn't him who actually kicked it. It was another player here on that onside kick, and Stovall saw that, got a good bounce, and got about 12 yards out of that thing.
It really reminds me of his 10th grade year when he ran back a kick against Warren in the playoffs.
And now another great field position here to start this second series. There's going to be a offsides against Mills. We've seen about 3 offside penalties against them, so apparently the Colts have changed the snap count a little bit. They got them off guard a little bit, and they're trying to just get some easy yards here on penalties.
And that's something when I talked to Brett Harden this week, he said we're really going to have to change up the count. They're very aggressive. Just try to keep them at bay, keep those heels on the ground.
That's Rayner back at quarterback. Nice fake
Nice
there and
play.
pass to Stovall. He's got some room out here, and he has some speed, but he's going to be brought down at the 11-yard line by number 8, Jabray Shaw. So a nice play fake there by Michael Rayner, who is the quarterback, and a little pass out to the left side to Jaden Stovall for a big gain.
That RPO sets up well when you're able to run the ball.
That's exactly right. There's Stovall in motion this time. Rayner's going to keep it, and he's going to bull forward for probably get a yard out of that, take it down to the 10-yard line, bring up second down. 8:43 left to go here in the first quarter. We're tied at 6 here at Comet Stadium in Little Rock.
That Mills defensive line is so athletic. They really did a good job of submarine us.
Number 4, Jacavion Williams in motion this time. He sets up on the right side over there next to Elrod. Rayner, the quarterback, in shotgun formation. He takes the snap, hands it off to Kobe Turner, who avoids a tackle and takes it into the end zone for his second touchdown of the night from 10 yards out, and kind of meets the defender right there head on in the end zone. And it was a pretty good little stand there.
Yeah, he didn't give up any yards on that, did he,
He
Coach?
was determined he was not going down, and he did. So Kobe Turner is having a night already, and we're only just about 4 minutes into this game.
It's really something he was hurt most of last year with a fractured foot. We saw kind of some things he could do against Shiloh Christian and Malvern last year, so it's good to see him continue that into his junior year.
Rayner's going to keep it. He's going to roll out to the right. He's got a little –
he got
horse collar down. There's a horse collar on that right side, so there'll be a penalty there, and we'll get another shot at this as he was brought down at about the 3-yard line. I thought he was fixing to turn the corner there, but he wound up grabbing a part of his collar there on his jersey.
It's so hard to grab the corner on these guys.
Sure enough. And you know they put that penalty in there for a reason. That there's injuries can happen on that, and just glad that wasn't one of those plays where it happened.
Absolutely.
So at the 2-yard line, Michael Rayner back in the quarterback position. Takes the snap, he rolls right, he's going to keep it.
Nice.
And he dives forward for the 2-point conversion. Nice job, Michael Rayner, as he continued to battle forth and crosses the goal line. So 14-6 now, the Colts on top with 8 minutes, 13 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
Well, it's nice to get those 2 points back or get those points back and take that 8-point lead.
But the way this game's going, it might be one who makes the first defensive stance, right?
I'll tell you, nobody's come close yet.
So 8:13 left to go in the first quarter, 14-6. The Colts on top of the Comets.
It's really encouraging. Sometimes you can just chalk it up to just a mistake or luck on the first drive, but if you can do it again, that bodes well. We'll see who can make adjustments.
That's right. So the Colts have scored on a 40-yard touchdown run by Kobe Turner, and then again by a 10-yard touchdown run by Kobe Turner.
Well, Coach, I thought Michael Rayner did a little bit of everything last week, but now you can add a kickoff guy to his resume. If he can snap it to himself and punt it, that'll be interesting.
And, you know, he has the speed. He might recover his own onside kick right here.
That's possible.
Oh, we have a flag here.
Not sure what's going on.
I think it's going to be a sideline warning or something against Mills over here because this official, he acted like he was upset with somebody over here. The way he threw that flag, and somebody's over here saying something to him. He
said he's not going to have it.
He said he's not going to listen to that all night.
If you're going to do it, you do it early. Take control of the game.
Look at here, this kickoff.
Wow.
Nice job. That's number 15, Daniel Brown. He takes it over here to this right side again. Oh, he's got a seam now.
He's got a lot of room.
There's a lot. There's a hold right there. There's a flag right there.
He got it.
So that's going to be brought back as number 1.
If you're gonna hold, you can't do it right in front of the referee.
The player grabbed a hold of Michael Rayner right there, held his jersey. So that's going to come back. The flag came out at about the 38-yard line. So that's where they will assess that penalty.
He really did a good job of just letting his block set up in front of him, and he turned it to another gear.
He sure did. That was number 15, Daniel Brown, on that return.
He really made it pretty easy on the referee being right in front of him.
Yes, he did.
We have a hold that negates the touchdown. It'll be a shot for a 10-yard.
So after the 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, the Comets will take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line, or correction, the Rivercrest 48-yard line, with 7:59 left to go here in the first quarter. You know, there's not just a whole lot of people here at this game tonight. Either that or the stadium's big, and you just can't really tell how many, but it's not full, I can tell you that.
With a Mills team that's this exciting to watch, I'm really surprised more of their people haven't come out.
So again, number 5, Achilles Ringo, is the quarterback for the Comets. He takes the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. There's some pressure on him. He throws it up. This might be picked off.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Great catch there by number 0, QJ King. Number 21, Jay Robertson had the coverage there, but he just got turned around the wrong way, and QJ King took advantage of that and jumped up and snatched it out of his hands.
Yeah, boy, he does. I think he's only about 5'7", but man, he does a great job of high pointing the ball when it's in the air.
Like I said, Robertson was there. He was in great position. He had the inside position on the ball, but he just got turned around somehow, and King went up and got it. This time there's a handoff. That's going to be to number 20. Is that a flag on the field down there?
That is a flag.
So I'm not sure why that flag is there, but number 20, Derek Murdoch, took that in.
I'm not sure if he knows there's a flag right there.
They're going to go for There's a touchdown there by number 8, Jabray Shaw. I guess he stepped out of bounds at the 1 or something there.
On
that previous play? On the previous play?
Oh, the previous play, yeah,
is that why
he did.
I don't understand why the flag's down there.
It looks like it's maybe a cone. I see one on the other side too,
okay.
So I thought it was a flag too, Coach.
So another Comet score by number 8, Jabray Shaw. They're going to go for 2 here. The handoff, nice job by number 75, Colton Ball. And he brings down number 20, Derek Murdoch. There is a flag, though. It came in at the end of that play, so I'm not sure what the call is going to be here. But the 2-point conversion was no good by the great defensive play by number 75, Colton Ball, the 6-foot, 220-pound senior. Hold against the Comets, and that's going to be declined. And so that leaves your score with 7:30 left to go in the first quarter. Rivercrest 14, Mills 12. Colton Ball with a great play right there.
That's a great play. It's great to have Colton back this year.
It's amazing to me. He's a starter on the football team, and then at halftime, you'll see him out there with the band, right?
That's right. Absolutely.
Now, is he still the drum major, or is somebody else the drum major? I didn't look last week.
I'm not sure. I think he is. I thought it was pretty cool last week, too. After the game, he came over and led the band in their playing. Right. Just a neat situation.
And it's good that he can work that out where he can do both of those.
It's great to have coaches and band leaders who can work together like that.
Right.
Yeah.
We have some great ones, too.
We do.
All right, number 0 is lined up to kick, QJ King. That doesn't mean he's going to kick it, but he does this time. And this time he's going to kick it over to Rayner. And he bobbled it a little bit, and fortunately he didn't get hit really, really hard right there because he had his back turned to that Comet player that was heading his way.
Well, I thought he was going to have a little bit of room to operate. Now, I know he had a hard time gathering the ball, but, man, they got down there in a hurry.
So the next Colt possession will start with 7:26 left to go in the first quarter. They'll be at their own 23-yard line. Looks like is that
it's going to be Rayner
quarterback. Jacavion goes in motion. He's set up on that right side. He might be open over there if we get playoff here. Snap. There's a handoff to Kobe Turner. Another open up the middle, and he's still going forward. He finally comes down at about the 31-yard line. That'll be good for another Colt first down. Kobe Turner came ready to play tonight.
Boy, he did.
He's been shaking people left and right, just running the ball up the middle. Great job, again, by that offensive line.
Such a talented defensive line. It's good to see our offensive line at least just turn them and give him a crease.
Michael Rayner again, the quarterback. There's a snap. Hand off to Kobe Turner. Another missed tackle. No, he keeps it. He faked everybody out. Nice play fake there by Rayner and Kobe Turner. And the pass was over the top, was nearly picked off by number 8, Jabray Shaw.
He faked me out too, Coach.
I thought Kobe Turner had that ball the whole time. And
I kind of wish he would have now.
I do too, because
5 or 6
he would
yards
have
at least.
At least 6 yards. All right, 7:04 left to go here in the first quarter. 14-12, Rivercrest on top over the Mills Comets. There's Stovall. Hand off to him. He's going to be brought down for a loss there by number 21.
It looks like if that was a true
Keyshawn
read, Coach, we just made the wrong read on that.
We did.
He was going straight for Stovall the whole time.
So Keyshawn Henderson, a 6-foot, 210-pound senior defensive end with the tackle for loss there. And it's going to bring up a long third down for the Colts. Again, Rayner, quarterback. This time he's going to hand off to Kobe Turner. There's that hole again. He's another first down as he takes it out to the 47-yard line. There's a flag at the end of that play. Not sure what that's for, but it came in from the far sideline.
I started to say, Coach, you don't want to be in this situation, a 3rd and 15, and then Kobe just gashes them again.
Hopefully this is going the other way, because that would negate a great run. No flag on the play. Okay.
All right. I like it.
I like it. So first down for the Colts as Kobe Turner, again, with a great – he probably has about 60 or 70 yards already in this first quarter.
I haven't been able to add it up. It's been a little hard to do broadcast and stats tonight. So
we miss you, Todd. Hope you're watching.
And Todd did say that Colton Ball is the drum major, and Jagger Harshman fills in, and Jagger will be the drum major next year. So it's good to see that.
Rayner again with the snap. Another handoff, this time to is that T.J. Scott? It's going to be a gain of about 8.
That's going to be Kobe
That's
again.
Kobe Turner again. Great job there by Kobe Turner. So the middle is open for this offensive line for Rivercrest. So we're taking advantage of those big guys up there. You got number 74, Trent Kimbrough, in there. Number 55, Jared Robertson. Open up some holes in there as well. Timeout Rivercrest. Also number 71, Quinshon Perry on that right guard spot. Those three guys have been creating some holes in that defensive line.
They have. It's hard to really watch the offensive line when you're doing what we do and keeping stats, and getting a chance to go back this week and watch film. And those guys did a great job. Amarion Lofton ended up getting the start at left tackle last week and had a few pancakes early. You'd like to see it. And I'll tell you, if we didn't make any yards in the run game last week, it was not Trent Kimbrough's fault, because his man was about 12 yards back almost every play.
Right. So, again, if you're joining us right now, 5:52 left to go in the first quarter. Rivercrest just called their first timeout. They have the football, and it's spotted at the Mills 45-yard line. Rivercrest is up 14-12 in this one. Kobe Turner has a couple of rushing touchdowns. Michael Rayner has a 2-point conversion. And we're looking to drive this thing down and score again.
I'll tell you, we're 30 minutes into this game, and there's still 5:52 to go in the first quarter.
It could be a long night, isn't it?
It could be a long night. As long as we come out on top, it does make the drive back easier.
All right, here we go out of the timeout. Rivercrest with the football at the Mills 44-yard line. Again, Michael Rayner in at quarterback. Cavante has been battling some injuries this week, so not sure how much he was going to play. There's Kobe Turner again.
And there's the reason everybody in the country wants number 10 right there.
That's exactly right. Number 10, Charleston Collins, that defensive tackle for the Comets. He has multiple D1 offers from several SEC schools. Number 2 in the state of Arkansas, number 2 player. And for his class, he's just a junior.
He's just a junior. This was really in the film where I saw him last week. He really came alive on the 3rd and short, 4th and short, 3rd and long, just when you needed to get the offense off the field. He made the play almost every time, Coach.
Well, here's a 3rd and 1, and Kobe just came over to the opposite side of him. So we said we pick it up, and we did right there. Just hang on to the ball, Kobe. Great job, Kobe Turner. That time we lined Kobe up opposite of number 10 and picked up the first down. So 5:03 left to go in the first quarter. They stopped the clock momentarily just to move the chains, and we like it when they move the chains when we have the ball.
That's right. Nice adjustment there by Coach Harden. Keep the ball away from number 10.
Keep them away from Charleston Collins.
Man.
They have 3 players who have Division I offers on this Mills team. So very explosive team, strong team, quick team. Right now they're down 14-12. There's
looks like we're going to recover it.
That time he was going to pull the handoff back. He faked the handoff and wound up losing it on the exchange there, and he was able to recover it himself. So might even gained.
He ended up gaining
a yard.
Yard and a half. Luckily, he's the only one that saw the fumble.
Exactly.
And got a chance to go after it.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 with 4:11 left to go here in the first quarter. 14-12, Rivercrest on top, and they have the ball. Again, Rayner takes the snap. He's going to keep it, drop back, roll right. He's going to go to the right side and step out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. So a gain of a couple on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down.
I know we didn't get much, Coach, but I really thought that was going to be a tackle for a loss for Mills at that point. And, man, Rayner just has an uncanny job of finding yardage.
He did a great job there just to get positive yardage on that. There's a man in motion. That's number 4. It's Kavion.
At some point here, we're going to have to be able to throw the ball a little bit because they're really starting to stack the box and just come at us.
Yeah. And we have Stovall, Elrod over here, and Williams. So 2nd timeout of the first half for the Colts with 3:54 left to go here in this first quarter. Rivercrest on top 14-12, and they have the ball at the Mills 32-yard line. facing a 3rd and 6. 3rd and 7.
I'll tell you, that's probably a good spot for a timeout. You're down here at the 32-yard line. I know it's 3rd and 7. You don't want to mess this up and squander an opportunity, because so far we haven't been able to stop them either. So
right, and you get 3 timeouts a half. Ain't no sense in taking them to the locker room.
Yeah, you can't save them up.
But you're right. This is probably a good spot for it here in their territory. 3rd down and 7 coming up.
You will notice a lot of their defensive line only plays one way.
Right.
You'll see our guys have to play a little bit of everywhere. So timeout every now and then won't hurt us at all.
I'd like to see us run this left side over here with Trent Kimbrough on this left side and the Charleston College kid on the other side. There's Rayner going to keep it, and he's going to he stays on his feet. His helmet comes off, and they blow the whistle.
Yeah, you have to blow the whistle when the
his helmet came off, but he's going to have enough for the first down, I believe, as he looks like the referees are spotted at the 23-yard line, 24-yard line. That's going to be enough for the first down.
That will be.
23-yard line. So fortunate for Mills that his helmet came off, because he was fixing to score on that play.
Yeah, that rule is there for the safety of the players, but Mills is thankful for that rule right now.
And he'll have to come off the field here.
He will.
And so Cavante will come back in. So he'll have to come off the field, I think, for one play.
That's right.
Cavante come back in at quarterback. He wears number 11, the sophomore. And 1st and 10 for the Colts at the Comet 23-yard line. There's a snap. Cavante throws over the top. There's going to be some contact out there. The referee throws the flag. Yeah. So there's going to be a hold there on that defender back there. You can see that from all the way across the field here.
Yeah, that pass was intended for Kevin Morris, and the defender just grabbed him.
Yeah.
Made the call pretty easy.
Holding, here you go, against the defense.
That call is going to be called on number 1, Anton Pierce, who, man, just a great athlete. He's committed to play at Army next year, and so great player.
6'3", 207-pound cornerback.
I'll take a few of those anytime, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. So, 1st and 10 now for the Colts. I believe that's Michael Rayner back in, isn't it?
It is.
He's back in at quarterback. He's going to keep it, roll left, and he just fumbled the ball.
Wow.
Looks like he got it back.
Whew.
Mercy.
He is living right now, Coach.
His shoe came off, and he tried to make a move there, and the ball came out of his hands. And again, I think he might have been the only person who saw that ball. He was able to get on it. The clock's rolling here at 2:40 and counting, and we're looking at 2nd down and about 6. The ball spotted inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
It's another play where there's a lot of kids that would have gone down in the backfield at that point, and he was able to get the edge.
Right.
But, man, the Mills team does a great job of punching that ball.
Sophomore Cavante Washington back in at quarterback. He takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to be dropped for a loss there in the backfield by number 21. That's going to be Keyshawn Henderson. So Cavante will go off. Rayner coming back on with 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 9, Coach.
3rd and 9 from the 12-yard line. Colts on top 14-12 in this one, thanks to a couple of Kobe Turner touchdown runs.
I got to think with Josh Johnson being out, this is 4-down territory.
Absolutely. So 3rd and 9 for the Colts. There's a snap to Rayner. He's going to hand it off to Kobe Turner.
Man.
pulling forward for a first down as he takes the ball inside the 2.
Wow.
Actually down to the 2-yard line. So it'll be first and go for the Colts as Kobe Turner has to be getting close to 100 yards here in this first quarter.
I'll tell you, he's had a few grown man runs already.
That one was definitely one of those.
And how this is still the first quarter, I have no idea, Coach.
Oh. So a minute 27 left to go here in the first quarter. First and go for the Colts. Marcus Slayton in there in the backfield. And Kobe Turner's going to take the snap.
Nice.
He's going to score his 3rd touchdown of the night from 2 yards out. Marcus Slayton leading the way there for him to have the opening to the end zone.
Boy, you got to like having a guy like Marcus Slayton leading the way. You just watch number 3 and follow him.
And don't you know that Mills has been watching our film, right? They watched the film from last week. And they know if Slayton's in there, he's probably going to touch the ball in there 2 yards out. Instead, Kobe Turner takes the direct snap and punches it in.
I'll tell you, a 3-touchdown night is great. A 3-touchdown quarter is pretty amazing.
I wonder what the record is.
I don't know. I didn't look that one up. I really didn't expect to score 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. I just got to admit that.
So here we go. They're going to go for 2 again here. Josh Johnson, our kicker, is injured. So Kobe Turner's going to fake and no. Whew. Whew. So he was going to it was going to be a trick play there on the 2-point conversion. He just threw the ball and went right into the hands of a Comet. So 1:18 left to go in the first quarter. Colts on top 20-12 after the failed 2-point conversion. What were you going to say, Dan?
Well, just a great drive, Coach.
Yeah.
Started at our 23-yard line. Right there where Rayner kind of bobbled the ball, and they made a great stop. And we just methodically, probably about 12 plays here, just took the ball right down the field and just rode Kobe Turner.
Right.
Man, a great job by the offensive line opening those holes against a really talented Mills defense.
Right. You know, the Colts, Cavante Washington started at quarterback tonight. He's been battling some ankle injuries all week, and so we've seen a lot of Michael Rayner at quarterback. It's nice to have 2 options back there, especially in a game like this.
It is. I'll see some high school players just worry about whether they're going to start or not, and really in high school football, really any level of football, that guy's probably not going to make it through every snap of the season. So
right.
It's good to have a talent like that.
Michael Rayner is also kicking off for the Colts, and that time he kicked it out of bounds over there, just right over Coach Fleming's head, I think.
I'll tell you, after taking a holding call to keep them from running a kickoff all the way back last time,
that was big.
I'll take that penalty anytime.
That was big, yeah. So the Comets have good field position here to start their next drive. With 1:18 left to go in the first quarter, they're at their own 46-yard line. They spread the offense out. Quarterback is number 5, Achilles Ringo. And he takes the high snap this time. He hands it off. There's a big hole over on the right side for number 15.
Daniel Brown.
He finds a seam. He's down the sideline, and he's going to score from 46 yards out. No, correction.
I thought he might have stepped out of bounds, but apparently not.
54 yards out. There is a flag on the field, though, at about the 44-yard line. About the spot where you'd see a hold or a block in the back. So maybe that one will come back as well.
I sure hope so, Coach.
The Mills coaches over here are acting like it's going to be against them. So,
man, do they not have speed and talent everywhere?
Absolutely.
If there's a crease, those guys can take it to the house.
So if you're the Mills Comets right now, you have to be kind of discouraged because you had several big breakout runs that have all been brought back by penalties.
And this is something we saw last week against Forest City, which they did score 52 points and a half against Forest City, but had some big plays called back for those kind of penalties right there, really plays behind the ball that really had no bearing on the play.
And, you know, that was number 15, Daniel Brown. I believe he was the one also that was on that kickoff return.
It was.
And so you're thinking about that's a lot of running for nothing, right?
Yeah, he got no stats out of those 2 plays.
You're wearing him down for nothing. So
for nothing.
He's over here right now with his hands on his sides. He's just disgusted because he had a touchdown, 2 of them now that's been brought back by penalties.
He's thinking, you're killing me, guys. You're killing me.
He just threw his helmet down. He's just mad right now, and I don't blame him. Pass by. Ooh, there's going to be a flag. Yeah, that was some contact before the ball reached the receiver there. I believe that's going to be T.J. Scott on that side, I think. He saw interception, and he went for it and just happened to bump the receiver before the ball ever got to him. So that's going to be a pass interference call against the Colts. 1:02 left to go here in the first quarter. 20-12, Rivercrest on top. It's been an exciting game already.
It has. I tell you, plays like that are going to happen. Penalties like that are going to happen, Coach. It's really good to see somebody being aggressive on those.
There's the quarterback handing off to number 11 this time. That's going to be
Marcus
Cameron
Slayton.
Dunbar. And Marcus Slayton back there to tackle him for a loss on the play.
I like it.
Ball is going to be spotted at the 49-yard line to bring up second down and about 7. 42 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. 30 seconds on the play clock, so they'll have to run a play here. Drops back to pass. Oh, there was a player back there that got a hand on him, but he's going to bull forward for about 10 or 12 yards and carry the pile with him down to the Rivercrest 40, just inside the 44-yard line. Nice job there by the quarterback, Achilles Ringo. We had a player that touched him back there in the backfield, just couldn't grab a hold of him.
Yeah. Colton Ball did a good job of hitting him right there close to the line of scrimmage. But, I mean, the quarterback is 210 pounds. That's size everywhere.
This time there's a pass out to the left side, caught by number 8. That's going to be Jabrace Shaw. And he picks up about probably 8 yards on the play, and that's going to bring it into this first quarter with Rivercrest on top, 20-12. Great start for Rivercrest here on the road at Little Rock.
I'll tell you, if you'd told me that we'd be up 20-12 at the end of one, I would have taken that all day long, Coach.
Absolutely.
I really thought there was a hold by the receiver from Mills on that play right there in front of the official, but apparently he didn't think so.
And he has a better look than we do.
He has a way better look than we do. I got to say, though, that's the reason why people have offered Jabrace Shaw, when you can just throw it out there, and right. I'm not sure he would have been touched in a phone booth for those first couple of moves. Just an amazing athlete.
I tell you could not ask for a better night of football here. About 80 degrees. Right now there's no mosquitoes.
Man.
The wind, just a little bit of a breeze.
I like it.
And, just a great atmosphere out here. Great stadium. They have nice facilities here. Just a beautiful night for football. Beautiful
night of football. Like you said, beautiful stadium. I really starting to fill in a little bit for Mills, but, man, for the product that they put on the field and the talent they have and the excitement that they bring to this community and this field and this school, they really should have more fan support here.
Yeah, I would think so, too. All right, Mills has the football. We swapped ends. They're going to be going to our left.
Coach, we've had a chance to make some plays on some of those deep passes. We've had guys right there, but I think both times QJ King going up and spotting the ball. Man, what a great job by that young man.
Absolutely. Again, we have a lot of guys who are playing both sides of the field, and that's makes for a tough night for those guys when you're having to run every play. Quarterback drops back to pass. He's got a man wide open out there. And complete to number 1, Anton Pierce, 6'3", 207-pound senior. There was nobody out there covering him on that play, and the quarterback, Achilles Ringo, saw him and just delivered a perfect pass.
I really thought Kobe Turner did a good job of making up ground. I wasn't sure what happened. We lost him right there. You don't really need to lose a Division I football players that are on the field, Coach.
You sure don't. So a big strike to start this second quarter for the Comets. There's a handoff here to the left side, and Jabray Shaw is going to take it in untouched from 6 yards out, and that will add 6 more points to the Comets score to make it 20-18, and they will go for 2 here to try and tie this thing up. 11:34 left to go in the first half.
They line up in that wishbone and run those blast plays, Coach, and, man, so far they've had a lot of success.
I think they failed the last time. There's a pass over the top, and it's going to be complete to number 8, Jabray Shaw, for the 2-point conversion. That ties things up 20-20 with 11:34 left to go here in the first half.
This may be first team to 100, Coach. I'm not sure.
I tell you, it's a lot of offense here in this one. Do want to give a shout out. We do miss Brother Todd Benson. He's not with us tonight. He's usually on the broadcast, but hope he's feeling a little bit better. He's had a rough day. So
he has. He's been texting me. He's watching. He's keeping me straight. He was the one that let me know I didn't have the score up that first time. So I appreciate him watching, and we do miss him.
All right, so we have Michael Rayner back. I think I don't know. I don't see Kobe back there. Who is this? Is that Kobe right here in front of us?
I can't really tell from the angle.
Can't see the numbers from the side here. They've been kicking onside kicks.
If defense is your forte, this is not the game for you.
It is not. There's a little kick there. That is Kobe Turner. Oh, and he slips right there at about the 29-yard line. He was getting ready to make a move, and his feet just come out from under him. And so far, if you just joined us, Kobe Turner is having a game. He's probably nearing 100 yards and 3 touchdowns here in this first quarter.
I've been really impressed with Kobe and the offensive line, especially going against such a highly touted defensive line from Mills.
Right.
It's nice to have a guy where if you can create a crease, he can make you look really good.
Absolutely. And, you know, Mills has the number 2 player in that 2024 class in the state of Arkansas on that defensive line, number 10, Charleston Collins. This time we're going to have a timeout charge to Mills. They didn't like the setup there on defense.
I did see big matchup, start the college football season for University of Arkansas tomorrow as they host number 19 Razorbacks. They host the number 23 Cincinnati Bearcats, and Mills defensive tackle Charleston Collins will be there on an official visit to the University of Arkansas tomorrow.
Wow.
It's really been amazing. Try to keep up with recruiting quite a bit, and he kind of came out of nowhere, and I've known about Charleston Collins for a long time, but I really didn't pay attention that he played for Mills. And when I started doing a little prep work this week, I was like, uh-oh, that's a heck of a player on the other side.
Again, we're talking about Charleston Collins. He's wearing number 10 in that black uniform. He's a 6'5", 265-pound junior that has multiple, over 20 D1 offers from the likes of Arkansas, Georgia, Alabama, LSU, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Miami, Oregon, Texas, Oklahoma, and so many more. And our Rivercrest Colts are having a job. They're doing a great job of scoring against that. So there's the snap to Rayner. He's going to take the ball. Nice read by Rayner, and he's got some room there. He's still on his feet about the 40-yard line of Mills. Wow. He finally brought down at about the 38-yard line So a perfect read option there by Michael Rayner on the play.
Coach did a great job faking the pitch, and, man, he can take off, can't he?
He sure can. So excellent run there by Michael Rayner, the junior, for the Colts. He's an explosive player and takes it down to the Mills 38-yard line with 11-17 and counting here in the first half. We're tied at 20 here at Comets Stadium in Little Rock. There's Rayner again. He hands off to Kobe Turner. That middle has been open all night, but this time the Comets stuff that hole and keep him at bay. No gain.
Yeah, I'll tell you, just watch right there. And
actually, they gave him a yard on the play.
Charleston Collins took on 2 guys and was still able to make that play. And there's a reason every major college in the nation is after this kid.
And I tell you right now, the guy over there that's standing across from him right now, in my opinion, is a major player in Trenton Kimbrough.
Absolutely.
That's a nice matchup, which Collins just now moved away from him more on the inside there.
And really there's no telling how good Trent Kimbrough, how good he could be.
Rayner's going to pass it over the top. He's got a man down there. It's tipped.
Oh, wow.
And it's going to be incomplete as Jaden Stovall was down there. He was open. He had the position, but the ball was just a little bit short, and the defender tipped it away.
It was. Well, when you're rolling to your left and having to throw right.
That's exactly right.
That's hard.
So Rayner was rolling to his left and throwing with his right hand. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, going back to Trent Kimbrough, there's no telling how good he could be if he just played one side of the ball.
Right.
And I firmly believe if he was a prototypical size lineman, he would be a highly recruited kid too.
Absolutely. There better be coaches coming looking at him.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
There's Rayner again. He's going to keep it, and he's going to take it up the middle for a short gain of about 4 yards probably. And it's going to bring up a 4th down for the Colts as the ball is going to be spotted at the 34-yard line of Mills. So the first 4th down we've seen tonight for the Colts. And we're in 2-down territory here, so we're going to see if we can pick up and move the chains here on this 4th down. 4th down and about 6 for Rivercrest. We've already used 2 timeouts here in this first half, so we have 1 timeout remaining. Probably going to try to draw them off sides first before they run the play. There's 4 on the play clock, and it looks like we're fixing to call another timeout, our 3rd and final timeout here in the first half. Clock stops at 9:54 here in the second quarter. We're tied at 20 here at Comet Stadium in Little Rock. The Rivercrest band made the trip. Always enjoy listening to them. They were playing some Rolling Stones Painted Black earlier before the game. Did a great job on that. And they are taking up a lot of the bleachers over there, one section of it anyway.
Man, I'll tell you, since Hunter Durham and Sebastian Awesome came to Rivercrest, they've done a good job of growing the band, and the talent of the band, the sound the band has is just awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, they do a great job. I look forward to seeing their show in the very near future at home. I know they're out there working every single day after school, and I usually leave about 6 or so, and they're still wrapping up. So
I know in their fall camp they're out there running and doing push-ups and sit-ups. And
yeah. All right, here we go. Big 4th down for the Colts. Michael Rayner in at quarterback. He rolls to his right, looking to pass. Passes over the top.
Wide open.
Nice catch by number 12, Kevin Morris. And he takes it in for the touchdown.
Oh, I like it, Coach.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
So the ball was spotted. Where was it spotted at, Danny?
That was at the 34-yard line.
So a 34-yard pitch and catch from Michael Rayner to Kevin Morris, who was absolutely wide open. He actually could come back and get that ball because it was a little bit short. Rayner was rolling to his right. Kevin Morris, great hands there to catch that at his shoestrings.
Great.
And then take it in about 3 more yards for the touchdown.
Sometimes those are the hardest ones to catch when nobody's around you.
Yes. Oh, we got a little
unbalanced line.
So we're going to go for 2. Marcus Slayton's in there. There's a little motion there. Snap to Kobe Turner. Is going to be a flag, false start penalty.
A little early
against the Colts. There was a lot of movement there.
There was.
To try to trick that Mills defense. So 9:45 left to go here in the first half. The Colts strike again, courtesy of Michael Rayner to Kevin Morris, 34-yard touchdown pass.
Once again, if you're a fan of defense, this may not be the game for you, but for most of the people watching, this is an exciting game. This is what you like to see.
And if you're watching this broadcast, be sure and like and subscribe and share that. So if you subscribe to it, you'll get notification when we go live on for these games.
Absolutely.
So that you don't miss any of the contests, live stream. Marcus Slayton is kicking this week. Josh Johnson hurt his knee this week, so he's the normal kicker. But Slayton's back there. There's the snap, the hold, the kick, and it is no good. But there's so the extra point attempt is no good. That leaves our score 26-20 with 9:45 left to go in the first half. Rivercrest on top. It sure sounded like those whistles came before the ball was ever kicked. Kind of threw me off a little bit. And I still wish, Danny, they would take these yellow cones up down here from the side of the end zone. I'm not sure what those are down there for.
I'm not sure. There's one end zone that there's not a yellow cone on, but I've thought it was a flag a few times already.
So you got one down here on to the right of the end zone by the scoreboard. You got one at the 5-yard line on the opposite side, and you got one at the 3-yard line on the other opposite side of the field. I just don't see any reason for those cones.
I really don't see a reason for them to be bright yellow.
And bright yellow at that, yeah. So, again, Michael Rayner, who just threw a touchdown pass, 34-yard touchdown pass to Kevin Morris, is now set to kick off.
Did a good job of drawing the defense into him, and, man, Kevin Morris did a great job of coming back and making that play.
There's a little flare kick. It rolls out of bounds. I thought that Kevin Morris was fixing to get there and to that ball because the Mills player was going to let it just bounce just like he did.
You don't see many able to kick a curveball, and that almost landed in the perfect spot.
I'm sure Michael's legs feel like spaghetti right now. They're just he's been all over the field, so I'm sure his legs are weak. He's probably ready for that halftime to get a little break.
Right.
Get some Gatorade or something. Mills.
Well, Mills does have some athletes that do play both ways. Pretty much everybody on our team has to play both ways.
Oh, nice job there, Trent Kimbrough. That's what we know Trent Kimbrough knows how to do. He busted through there, and he took down that running back, number 15. That's going to be
Daniel
Brown. Great job by Trent Kimbrough with that tackle for loss. A loss of about 4 on the play. It's going to bring up second down. Actually 3 on the play, so second down and 13. There's a pass out to the left side. That's to number 0.
Block in the back.
QJ King. There's a
call.
The referee, I thought he was fixing to throw the flag. He reached in his side right there, but then he decided not to do it.
He did. There was definitely a block in the back right there, and the official reached.
He reached for his
flag and then just took off running down the field.
The one on the near side right here, he was running down the field. He saw that, reached. I thought he was fixing to reach and pull the flag out, and then chose not to, as the Mills player was crossing the end zone down there. So,
wow,
that was a pass to number 0. That's QJ King.
QJ King has had a couple of 30-yard receptions, and that one went for 63.
63 yards.
He's putting up a monster game.
King's a 5'8", 170-pound senior wide receiver. I didn't really see him over here. He was right next to the sideline when he made that catch. They're going to go for 2 right here in the wishbone, and they got some blockers ahead, and he's going to go in untouched. I believe that's number 8. That was Ray Shaw.
It's too easy, Coach.
So the 2-point conversion there will give Mills their first lead of the game, 28-26 with 9:03 left to go in the first half. I tell you, that would have changed. They've had 2 big plays already brought back with penalties. That would have been the third, and it sure looked like it was about to be, and then he decided to change he changed his mind and decided to keep that hanky in his pocket. I guess he's, you know.
I don't know, Coach. It was pretty obvious to me, and I thought it was obvious to him the way he reached for that, and then just went away from it. I don't want to take anything away from the player because he can absolutely scoot. We definitely don't want to line up and race these guys.
Absolutely not. He might have just had an itch over there, and he was scratching his side.
Maybe that's what it was.
All right, here we go. We've seen a lot of kickoffs in this game. We still have 9 minutes left to go in the first half. So there's going to be some tired legs tomorrow. There'll be some guys sleeping in, I'm sure.
We've seen deep kickoffs. We've seen onside kicks, squib kicks, curveball kicks.
There's another
a little pop kick.
Call for the fair catch. Nice job there by Stovall to do that with a Mills player breathing down his neck. So great field position again for the Colts as they start the next possession at their own 40-yard line with 9 minutes and 3 seconds left to go here in this first half.
Tell you what, might as well just go down and score, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Ain't no sense in if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right. No sense turning this thing into a defensive battle now.
Majority of this game has seen Michael Rayner at quarterback tonight, and Kobe Turner in the backfield with him. Kobe's had a big game, 3 touchdowns so far. Rayner stoned for 1. There's Rayner with a snap. He's rolling to his left. He's keeping it, and he's going to gain about a yard or so. Well, they're going to mark him down at the line of scrimmage, it looks like. Looks like his knee might have touched down. So no gain on the play to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Kobe did a good job of going out there and taking on a block. There was just a couple more guys than we could block out there. Made a good play.
Again, we were running that play opposite of Charleston Collins, number 10, the big D1 4-star recruit for Little Rock Mills. There's the handoff. Nope. He keeps it, passes it over the top there, and almost picked off by number 1, Anton Pierce. That was intended for number 4, Jacavion Williams. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Looks like there's a flag on the play. Not sure what that was. It's in a weird position.
Where is the flag? Oh, it's right here at almost the 46-yard line. Yeah, that's kind of an odd place there. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a hand to the face or something. Ineligible
receiver.
Okay. So that'll be against the Colts.
That's really a penalty that's easy to do when you run a lot of RPO.
Right.
Because he don't know if he's blocking for a run or a pass, and so it takes a lot of discipline in high school.
The PA guy just explained to everybody, if you don't know what that means, this is what happened.
Another flag.
I think he just dropped it.
Just gave it back to him.
All right, here we go. 2nd down and 15 after the penalty. And Rayner back to pass. Oh, no. Rayner threw that into the hands of number 3.
Caleb Sane.
Caleb Sane, the 6'3", 240-pound junior defensive lineman. And that was going to be a little screen pass, and Rayner just didn't put enough on it. And it went right into the hands of that defensive lineman, number 3, who took it to the house from about 32 yards out. Wow.
Don't have many defensive linemen that can move like that.
Absolutely.
Just a great athlete.
Again, that's another junior, so they've got a lot coming back next season as well. A lot of talent. Looks like they're going to go for 2 again as their norm. They're going to switch footballs.
I do believe the only time that we've stopped the 2-point conversion was when they tried to pass it the first time.
Right. Most of them gone in untouched to this left side over here.
running that blast in the wishbone. They've done a great job of picking up blockers.
Let's see if they run to the left side again. No, going to go to the right side. It's going to be stopped.
It's going to be short.
So the 2-point conversion is no good there.
That's going to be Quinshun Perry and Marcus Slayton on the stop.
I saw Kobe Turner in there as well coming out from the bottom of that pile. So 8:01 left to go in the first half after the pick six. Mills takes an 8-point lead. They're up 34-26.
That's a big stop there, Coach, in a game that's been back and forth to keep it to a one-possession game.
Absolutely. Again, a beautiful night here, about 80 degrees right now. Clear. It sprinkled on us a little bit on the way here.
It did. I got a little worried.
And so I was kind of worried as well because we're here on the roof of this thing. But they've got plenty of space for us. Just it's a little bit of a climb. That's a steep climb up those.
It is a little bit of a climb. It's a long ways to the parking lot.
Yeah.
Especially if you're carrying equipment.
Yeah.
No, we talked about it on the way up, Coach. We've been running that wishbone out of the short yardage. It's hard to find high school players that most of them just want to make the play, and you really need guys that'll come in and submarine and take out those lead blockers.
Right.
And we really did a good job right there submarining those lead guys.
Absolutely. So we've seen this is number 0, QJ King. He has kicked off most of the time for Mills. And there he's going to kick this one. It's going to go straight to Kobe Turner. Catches about the 28-yard line. He's going to take it up the middle. He's got a seam. He makes the move, and he's going to take it down to the Little Rock Mills 41-yard line. So he caught that at about the 28 and took it down to the 41-yard line.
Wow. Great
return there by Kobe Turner, who is having a great game.
Why not, Coach? Why not?
You know, Rayner had 301 all-purpose yards last week. Kobe Turner says, okay, all right, we'll see if I can do that this week.
Yeah, I didn't know Kobe was going to take that as a personal challenge for the first half.
In the first half, yeah.
Got a little lightning behind us right here, so there could be a delay coming soon.
There's Michael Rayner, takes the snap. He's going to keep it, take it to the left side. Looked like he was about to pitch it back there behind him. And I'm glad he didn't because that could have been
disastrous. Yeah. I think he realized I'm right by the out of bounds at this point.
Right. So a gain of about 1 on that play. They bring up 2nd down and 9. The ball spotted at the Comets 40-yard line. 7:47 left to go here in the first half. Little Rock Mills on top, 34-26. They just took their first lead about 2 minutes ago, and then they've scored twice, or scored one other time since then on a pick six.
And that's something we ask when we ask coaches keys to the game. I mean, one of them that's mentioned was turnovers, and we just threw it right in their hands this last time.
There's the pass to Stovall. He's got looked like he had a little room there, but it closed up quick by number 10, Charleston Collins, that big 4-star recruit for Little Rock Mills. So it's going to no gain on the play. It'll bring 3rd down and 9 as this Little Rock Mills defensive line is starting to wake up a little bit and causing us some problems.
They are, and I don't know if it's something that they're doing different. It's been a long
maybe we're just wearing down, yeah.
We got guys playing both ways, so could be a little bit of just being tired.
TJ Scott in motion. There's a snap to Rayner. There's going to be a penalty before the snap. It's going to be a false start against the Colts. And we were facing a 3rd and 9. Now it's going to be 3rd and 14 as they mark off 5 yards on that penalty. The ball is going to be spotted at the 45-yard line of Mills. 7:03 left to go in the first half.
It's really not the position you want to be in when you're facing such an aggressive defense like Mills.
Cavante Washington back in at quarterback. Probably looking to pass here. Sophomore quarterback. He's been limping a little bit this week, so I know he's not 100%. See if he can perform some magic here as he rolls out to his left, passes over the top. Oh! Pass incomplete, wide open, T.J. Scott, and he had some room there to pick up that first down, but just forgot the football right there. So
I think he got a little excited in the open field right there, and it happens.
Absolutely. Great play call there. It was there, just didn't catch it. So took his eyes off of it, looking up the field. And
yeah, Brett Harden, great job dialing up that to combat against that aggressive Mills defense.
We're going to go for it here, fourth down. Fourth down.
Wow.
And about 14. Javonte Washington, the sophomore, in there at quarterback. Kobe Turner in the backfield next to him. There's a drop back. Passes.
Wow, he's got
a receiver down there. Oh, it's going to be hit at about the same time that the ball was there. Number 8, Jabray Shaw, back there to hit Rayner as the ball was in that area. So great defensive play there by another D1 recruit.
It was a beautiful throw by Javonte Washington, and you throw into the right guy in Michael Rayner, but man, those guys closed quick and delivered a pretty good hit.
Right. Now the only thing wrong with that is now they have 1st and 10 at their own 45 to start this next possession. So great field position for Mills, who right now is has the momentum on their side. So we need to do our best to keep them out of the end zone here so that they don't tack on to this 8-point lead.
If you're going to come up with a stop in the first half, now's the time to do it.
It's number 5, Achilles Ringo, the quarterback. He drops back. Pressure from Kimbrough. And there we go. We've got him wrapped up now. Kimbrough comes back. So we had number 71. That's Quinshon Perry in there to help Kimbrough. Quinshon's helmet came off, I think, so he's going to have to come off the field. Kimbrough had him, and he kind of broke free, and Quinshon come and helped him out until Kimbrough came back.
It was one of those plays you really want to see that effort rewarded, and I was thinking, man, he's not going to get that play, but he stayed with it.
So there's Ringo with the handoff this time. We got him wrapped up over here. Great job, that Wyatt Lancaster. Number 5, Wyatt Lancaster, defensive end, played that position to perfection on that play as he stayed at home and dropped the
I am a little concerned that we're starting to see quite a bit of lightning over to our right side. This may be something where we do have to cover some of our equipment. Brought some garbage bags just in case, Coach.
3rd down and 11 here for Little Rock Mills. 5:20 left to go here in the first half. There's Achilles Ringo, rolls to his right, passes, picked off.
What a pick.
Marcus Slayton with the interception. He's at the 35, the 30, 25, 20, still on his feet down to the 15-yard line. There's a flag on the play at about the 23-yard line.
I'm not sure what that call is.
It came in late.
There's a flag all the way back here too, Coach.
So there's a flag at the 44-yard line back here on the Colts side of the field. So 2 flags on the play. It was the interception by Marcus Slayton, the linebacker. Great play there. Now he picked this flag up down here, and he's taking it with him as he goes down the field. Looks like it's coming back. So hopefully the interception stands, and we take over possession with 5:04 left to go. They're blocking it back on the return. The ball is going to be spotted at the 34-yard line of Little Rock Mills with 5:04 left to go here in the first half. Little Rock Mills up 34-26 in this one.
Well, what a big-time play by Marcus Slayton right when we needed it, Coach.
We really needed a defensive stand right there, and we got it from that big linebacker, Marcus Slayton. Marcus, 6 foot, 230-pound junior.
I really thought he had an amazing sophomore year with about 86 tackles, several tackles for a loss, and really didn't realize that he played it the whole year with a hurt knee.
And now he's in the backfield, probably getting ready to get on that. That's Kobe Turner, I believe, was taking a direct snap. And just didn't hold on to it. The ball is going to be spotted at the 43-yard line. So big loss on that play. Bring up a long second down.
Well, after a big
about
play,
19.
and lose about 9 yards on that play, that hurts.
Looks like Rayner back in at quarterback. He rolls to his right. No, that's Cavante Washington at quarterback. Sorry. And he keeps it, gets back to the line of scrimmage there. Bring up third down at about 19. You know, he wears 11 and Rayner wears 1. And when they're standing sideways, it's hard to see which one of them's out there. So
I'll tell you, in these long yardage situations, they are absolutely bringing some pressure. You have to make those decisions quick, Coach.
Here we go, big third down. It's going to be another false start penalty probably. Yeah. So it's going to be a 3rd and 24 now for the Colts. Let's see what play Coach Harden draws up here.
Not sure you have a lot of plays in your playbook for 3rd and 24.
No. And we're at midfield, so this is one of those iffy spots, you know. It's not sure if you want to risk it here on a long 4th down when you're this deep. And there's a Cavante.
Dropped the ball.
He drops it again. This time it's going to be recovered by the Colts at the 40-yard line. So Washington fumbled that ball twice on that play. And fortunately, we were able to fall on it at the 40-yard line and bring up extremely long 4th down here. So I'm sure we'll see the punt now.
Yeah, I believe you're talking about a 4th and 36 right here.
Wyatt Lancaster back to punt. Lancaster, 5'9", 143-pound junior.
And Coach, this is our first punt of the season, so we'll see how this will go.
Might be the first punt of his career, right? Did he punt last year?
I think he punted a couple of years ago.
End over end punt there. Hits it about the 34. Nice bounce. And Colts are going to down it at about the 29-yard line. So excellent punt there.
Was.
Got a nice roll. With 2:47 left to go in the first half, your Rivercrest Colts are down 8, 34-26 in this one from Little Rock.
So glad we got that sideways roll, Coach. Man, this is a team, if you give them a little bit of space, can take it to the end zone from anywhere on the field. And you could tell their returner was upset that he didn't get a chance to pick it up.
Achilles Ringo, the quarterback, he throws it out to the left, wide open there.
He
fumbles the ball, but he kicks it out of bounds.
Out.
What actually that's number 6 on the catch. That's Javian Love. And they were very fortunate there that he kicked that ball out of bounds because it was a good chance that a Rivercrest Colt was going to fall on that.
Absolutely.
Are they saying it was incomplete?
I don't see any way in the world it's incomplete because he caught it and made a few moves.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. Maybe he was bobbling it. I don't know. But he sure turned, and they're going to say it was incomplete. So it's going to be second down and 10.
Second down, 10.
There's handoff
Number
this
11.
time, left side. Number 11. Oh, he fumbles the ball. Rivercrest is going to fall on it. It's going to be Rivercrest football at the 39-yard line. Not sure who it was that recovered that. Did you see it?
I believe it was Jay Robertson on the recovery. I'm not sure who came in and forced it loose, Coach.
So a big turn of events there now for Rivercrest as another defensive stand right there. And another opportunity with 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the first half. Let's see if we can capitalize on another mistake by Little Rock Mills. Kobe Turner, the running back, looks like Washington quarterback.
We got a flag again, offside.
Offsides penalty against Mills.
On the defense. It's a nice change.
We'll take that, yeah. So 5-yard penalty. Bring up 1st and 5 from the 34-yard line. 2 minutes, 31 seconds left to go in the first half.
Like Coach said earlier, we are on the roof.
There it is, Kobe Turner up the – another fumble. Wow. I tell you, I don't know what's going on down there with the football, but both teams are having trouble hanging on to the ball at this stage of the game. It's been up to that point, been pretty flawless for both sides, but here in just the last few series, we've seen fumbles, interceptions, and all of that. So,
yeah, we're on the roof of Comet Stadium, and the radar doesn't look promising.
Right.
A lot of red headed our way, so a little concern there.
So after the fumble recovery by Little Rock Mills, they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Achilles Ringo, the quarterback, takes the snap. He drops back to pass, throws it to his right. That's going to be
looks
incomplete.
like really he jumped into us, Coach.
And
we were steal.
The Mills players were calling for a flag, as I believe that was number 21, Jay Robertson there. So
and Jay Robertson never really moved on that play, and the guy jumped backwards into him, so I thought it was a pretty good call by the officiating crew.
So incomplete pass to bring up 2nd down and 10.
It's pretty obvious by this point the refs are trying to get a half in because it's been lightning right beside us for a good 20 minutes now.
Achilles Ringo, the quarterback, takes the snap. He's going to drop back, looks over, passes to the right. He's got a receiver there, makes a move, and that's going to be Jabray Shaw. Again, the another D1 recruit over there. He's had several catches on the night, and he's going to have enough for the first down, and the chains will move for the Comets as they're going to spot it at the 41-yard line with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Good job by sophomore Montarius Smith for Rivercrest to stick with him and make that play.
He made some good moves over there to get a few more yards. Looks like we're going to have an offsides penalty against the Colts.
Again, according to the weather, Doppler, looks like we'll have rain in about 25 or 30 minutes.
Looks like the PA guy just announced there's probably going to be rain, according to the radar, in about 30 to 35 minutes here at Comet Stadium. So
we definitely want to continue to bring you the game. We might have to find a place to do this from.
Achilles Ringo keeps it this time. He's going to be brought down by number 56. That's going to be Andrew Lomack, the sophomore, 5'10", 220-pound sophomore. Great job by Lomack on that play. But a gain of about 8 on it. So 2nd down and 2. This time it's going to be a handoff to number 15, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Great job on that left side over there.
Number 54, Ian McLean in there.
Nice. So Ian McLean and
Wyatt Lancaster.
Lancaster came, looks like from across the opposite side of the line to get in on that action. Great job by Ian McLean to slow him down and Lancaster to take him down.
Nice tackle for a loss on that play.
So bring up 3rd down and 3 here. Big play with 1:05 left to go here in the first half.
They're going to the wishbone, Coach.
Yep, there's a handoff. He's going to be, he had him right there. And
what a player.
Missed him. Jabray Shaw is a crafty runner for this Mills team, and finally forced out of bounds by number 12, Kevin Morris, with 55 seconds left to go in the first half. But he picks up the first down as they spot the ball at the 48-yard line of Rivercrest.
I really thought we had a chance to make that play in the backfield, and, man, what a talent Jabray Shaw is.
He sure is. So, again, 55 seconds. Mills on top, 34-26. Mills has the football at the Rivercrest 48-yard line. 55 seconds left in the first half. Achilles Ringo drops back to pass. Some pressure on the quarterback. He rolls to his right. He's still on his feet. He's going to be pushed out of bounds by number 12, I think. Is that?
I believe Marcus Slayton ended up knocking him out of bounds.
Slayton? Okay. His jersey's all folded up in the front. It's hard to see his number. So a gain of about 7 on that play. Bring up second down. Problem there is he stops the clock with 47.2.
It's just one of the benefits of having a dual-threat quarterback when everything is covered up and he just makes something happen.
There's a handoff to number 15, I believe. He's had that all night long, and he's going to take it in.
Wow.
From about 41 yards out. Now, the last 2 times he's carried it in, there's been a flag, and they brought it back. But I don't see a flag on this play. So
I do not either.
Unfortunately, they're going to tack 6 on to the Little Rock Mills side. It looks like he may be cramping up or something down there in the end zone as he's still on the ground, and they're stretching his legs out. So there'll be a timeout on the field. We have a Colt player down here stretching as well. So some cramping going on. There's some more lightning going on behind us. So I'm sure they're getting ready. They're trying to get this first half in before the rain and stuff comes on us.
Daniel Brown has probably run for about 275 yards in that first half, and he's probably only credited for about
41.
75. Yeah, 41 on that play. Like Coach said, he's had 2 long plays called back.
So we've got 2 players down with cramps as they're stretching them out. So officials timeout on the field. Mills just scored again on a 41-yard touchdown run by Daniel Brown. And score is 40-26 right now. Mills on top. Once they took the lead, they just haven't looked back.
They haven't. When Marcus got that big interception and took it down really inside the 25-yard line, and then we got a penalty call and then fumbled the ball and a little bit of everything, and ended up on this side of the 50.
That's Kobe Turner that was cramping up for the Colts. So we need to try to get these guys into the locker room at the half and get some fluids in them.
Absolutely.
Again, it's about 80 degrees, 79, 80 degrees here. And
yeah, it feels amazing. I mean, and part of the sky is clear, but just off to our right, a little behind us, there's been quite a bit of lightning for about the last 25 minutes or so.
76 degrees.
76 degrees. We're hoping the rain holds off, but it doesn't look like it. We're definitely gonna try to bring you the second half. Not sure what we'll be able to do. Not sure how quickly it'll move by either. Like Colt defense got a little antsy, tried to come across.
So here we go. They're going to go for 2 here. Again, they're in that wishbone look. It's going to be conversion is good. Number 5, Achilles Ringo, the quarterback, takes it himself. So 37 seconds left to go here in the first half. Little Rock Mills on top 42-26. Not very much defense played here in this one by either side.
Not much at all. And we did a good job of matching them score for quite a while. And then that big interception on the potential screen pass by Caleb Sane, taking it back for a score, was a killer.
So 68 points scored here in the first half. And we still have 37 seconds.
There's plenty of time. We've really been in a situation lately where we've had a lot of second long, third longs, and they've done a great job of just being aggressive and making you make a decision quickly.
Right.
Rayner, as talented as he is, hasn't played just a whole lot of quarterback, so it's kind of new for him. It's definitely new for Cavante Washington, the sophomore, who started a couple of years in junior high, but it's a whole different level when you move up to the high school level.
Give a shout out to one of my junior high players, Demaya Barbie, down in Luxor. She has much improved. She's doing a great job for me that junior high squad. She's an 8th grader. She's watching the game tonight on live stream. So the kickoff is going to be taken by number 23. That's Michael Faison, and he's going to be dropped at about the 32-yard line, 33-yard line. So with 31.4 seconds left to go here in the first half, 42-26, Mills on top.
That was a nice little 18-yard return that came to a halt in a hurry, Coach.
We had a Mills player, number 9, limping off the floor, or the field rather. Ryan White, he's cramping. Looks like they got him stretching on the sideline.
Well, it feels like there's been a full 3/4 of play already. So I get it with some of these guys. I about caught a cramp coming up these stairs,
I
Coach.
guarantee you, that's a long, that was a steep. I need these for my players to run on practice. There's a handoff to Kobe Turner. He's got it on that left side. He's got a seam.
He's got some room.
He's at the 50, 45. He steps out of bounds at about the 41-yard line.
There's a flag on the ground about the 37. It looks like it's going to negate another great run by Kobe Turner. Man, he's had a great half too, Coach.
He sure has. So about the 37-yard line, they're going to mark that back 10.
Okay, Serena Williams will come back and force the third round.
So the ball is going to be spotted at the 27-yard line. So first
down and 16.
Sometimes you think, Coach, if that penalty didn't happen, he would have got those yards. But sometimes if that penalty doesn't happen, you don't get any of those yards.
That's right. Stovall goes into motion, and one of our linemen jumped the gun a little bit, so we're going to be backing it up 5 more yards. As you can tell just by the body language right now that these guys are starting to wear down on this in the white jerseys.
Something coaches said, which they always, keys to the game are always what they call the TPS card, the turnovers, penalties, and special teams. And, man.
That's Stovall on the left side. He's got some room. He's on the sideline. He's about the 48-yard line before he's finally brought down. Great job there by the speedy Jaden Stovall. He wears number 19, and he takes it out to the 48-yard line with 17.8 seconds left here in the first half. So he moves the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Colts. Let's see what we draw up here. That's Washington back to pass. He throws it to the left side, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for Michael Rayner. We've got another player down for Mills. Looks like another cramp.
Yeah, when the coaches talk about we really had to play a clean game to stay with Mills and no penalties, Coach, that one's been marked off the board. We've had several penalties in this first half.
So it's can't see the number. Is that number 10? That may be number 10 down for Mills. If that is, that's Charleston Collins. That's their –
I'm not sure
no,
if it's number 10,
10 standing up over here, so it may be 20. So I see 10 standing up there at about the 50-yard line. So, but that's Derek Murdoch if it's number 20, the 5'11 junior defensive end.
We had a great game last week against Forest City. I believe he had 10 tackles, 5 for a loss, and a forced fumble, sack. He does a good job coming off that end. Quick guy. And just another – 205-pound guy Mills has. Yeah. It must be nice.
Must be nice, yes. So we're at 10.2 seconds left to go in this first half. It's 8:38, so this game's an hour and 38 minutes long, and we hadn't even reached halftime yet.
The first quarter lasted forever, Coach. It almost felt like a half.
It sure did. But we also have 68 points on the board, so that kind of contributes to that. That is number 20, and he's limping off on his own there. So glad that he's able to do that.
Absolutely.
And hopefully he'll be able to get back into the game a little bit later on for this Little Rock Mills team.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to see him miss any games for Mills. Any of these young men, they put in a lot of time, and You want to see them play as much as possible.
So here we go, 10.2 seconds left to go. Kevontae Washington, quarterback, takes the snap. Oh,
wow.
Another penalty. There's been a lot of flags thrown from the sidelines on offsides and false starts. We'll see which one it is here. So I'm not really sure what that call is.
I think he's telling them to move the
put
clock
10
back to
seconds
10.
back on. Yeah, okay.
I think the clock moved down.
So, okay, so that's what it was. The clock started before the snap.
I know you want to make something happen right here, Coach, but you definitely don't want to make a mistake near the sideline with these guys.
So 10 seconds left to go. First half. There's Washington. He's got some pressure. He throws it over the top there. He's throwing a little flare pass over to the left side. He had a lot of pressure on him from number 3. That's Caleb Sane. But the ball was just short of the receiver, which leaves us with 6 seconds left and 3rd down and 10 for the Colts.
That's where you really got to tell your receivers, hey, I'm not going to have a whole lot of time, so keep that head on a swivel.
Those are always dangerous passes, too, you know, when you're throwing it, lobbing it over to the side.
Anything floating in the side.
Especially with these speedy guys that Mills has.
Yeah, if we're going to miss, I'd rather miss down the middle of the field.
So here is possibly the last play of the first half. It's a handoff to Stovall, and he's going to take it in or take it down to the 45-yard line of Mills, and they're going to let the clock run unless Mills called a timeout. I'm not sure, but there it is. The clock finally started back up. It stopped momentarily, but they went ahead and ran it down. So at the end of the first half, it is 42-26. Little Rock Mills on top as Rivercrest led pretty much, led most of this game.
Yeah, back and forth after scoring that first touchdown, really led back and forth till Mills was able to score and tie it at 26 and then get a 2-point conversion to take them ahead, and then that big interception for a touchdown, and it really changed the momentum of the first half.
So a hard-fought game here so far for both of these teams. They're getting ready to go into the locker room. Probably raining when they come out. So they're calling for rain here in just about 15-20 minutes at Comet Stadium. They're talking to the coaches now, so I'm not sure what I'm sure they're discussing the weather right now to see what the plans are. The bands are getting ready to take the field, or the Mills band is getting ready to take the field to perform. And so we'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll get to bring you the second half of this one, get to finish it out. But of course, we've got to protect this equipment too. You don't want to leave it out here in the rain.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys watching. Like we said before, like the video, subscribe to Rivercrest Athletics on YouTube. We're planning on bringing football live to you all year long, so make sure you hit subscribe. Tell your friends to hit subscribe. We're just going to try to give you the best product we can, but we do appreciate you guys watching. We know this one's a long ways away from home, and I'll tell you, Coach, we might have brought nearly as many people as Mills did.
I was thinking that, you know, as we got more into toward the second quarter, they started filling up a little bit more over here on the sideline. But there for a while, we did have a lot more fans here, or just as many fans here as them. It's hard to tell because this is a big. These are some big bleachers on both sides.
It is big. Even the away bleachers they're larger than our home bleachers. Back at the Tez. So speaking of the Tez too, we will be live from the Tez. We finally get a home game next week, so we're liking that. As we'll take on the 5A East Valley View Blazers. Always well coached. Always a great game. So many games in the past, Coach, have been decided by about a touchdown or less.
We were just talking about that on the drive up here. That was one of those games last year. We had a chance there at the end to win that game. We were down 6 and had a chance there, and I think we had a quarterback sack or something there on the last play. So we had the ball inside the 20, getting ready to score, and just ran out of time. So.
Absolutely. And speaking of D1 players, you're going to have Brian Huff from Valley View, linebacker. who also has an offer from the University of Arkansas. So this is going to be one of the tougher non-conference schedules that I can remember, Coach.
Right.
Well, guys, the band's about to play, and we're going to monitor the weather and see if we can bring you this second half. But thanks for tuning in, and we're gonna take a break.
Try to at least bring you some first half stats.
That's
anyway.
right. That's right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Hey, so right now the clock, we're at halftime. It shows 13:50 and counting here to go at halftime. They just came over the PA said that we are officially in a delay, a lightning delay. So probably be at least 30 minutes before we get cranked back up, because you have certain guidelines and rules where you have to wait a certain amount of time after the last lightning strike. It ended just a few minutes ago here, what we've seen. We haven't seen one since. So they have to wait 30 minutes after that last one. Danny does have some stats for you, first half stats, some incredible numbers by both teams. As if you just joining us, Mills is on top 42-26 in a high-powered offensive first half.
Mills put up an incredible 314 yards of offense in that half. 19 carries for 105 yards rushing. Achilles Ringo was 10 for 14, 209 yards, one touchdown, one big pick that we had by Marcus Slayton. Jabray Shaw has lived up to all the billing. He's run 4 times for 30 yards, 3 touchdowns. Pretty much most of them are short yardage touchdowns. But in the passing game, he has 6 catches for 118 yards and a touchdown. So he's put up 4 touchdowns last week, Coach, and then he's put up 4 touchdowns and a half this week.
Wow.
So he's brought it. Like I said, Achilles Ringo threw for 209 yards. We've really done a decent job against the run game.
Right.
They haven't had just a whole lot of big yards. Of course, they haven't used the run game a lot.
Well, the ones that they did have, explosive plays, were called back with penalties. Number
That's
15,
correct.
Daniel Brown, had 2 called back. So
Rivercrest put up 250 yards of offense. So anytime you can get you're on your way to 500 yards of offense is not the issue.
that's right.
Michael Turner, Michael Rayner, ended up with two of 6. Not a lot of big plays through the air, but he did have a big 34-yard touchdown pass to Kevin Morris. Kevin Morris made a great catch, 34-yard touchdown, and that is Morris's only catch of the half. Jaden Stovall did have 2 catches for 27 yards. That 27-yard pass he caught came from the arm of Cavante Washington, who's done a good job. He's been a little hobbled, so it's been back and forth for the Colts between Rayner and Cavante Washington. Now Michael Rayner did have a good half rushing the ball. Had 10 carries for 58 yards, so not a bad job against really an athletic Mills defense. But Kobe Turner has really been the star for Rivercrest in the first half, finishing with 11 carries for 114 yards and 3 touchdowns. He scored from 2 yards, 10 yards, and 40 yards out.
Right.
And he scored all those in the first quarter.
Right. Yeah.
So pretty amazing. And going back to last week, so far through a game and a half, he's averaging over 10 yards a carry, Coach. So those are great numbers.
Keep feeding him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'm just Jaden Stovall did have a big 26-yard run there close to the end of the first half. I like to see him in the backfield. We don't get to see him much take a handoff and pick his way. Usually he's coming in motion. That kind of limits you in what you can do depending on what the defense does. So it was nice to get to see him kind of pick his way.
The defense, pretty much everybody knows which way you're running when you come in motion, right? But you're in the backfield, they have to kind of guess the right way.
That's right, and I'm not sure how much film they've watched, but Jaden Stovall can run with just about anybody.
Absolutely, he's a speedster.
Didn't really have time to put together defensive stats, but I do know Marcus Slayton has had quite a few tackles
and an interception
and a big interception for us. So he's done a good job. Colton Balls made some big plays. Quinshun Perry, has done a good job.
We called his name several times. And Trent Kimbrough has got in there a few times, and I think if you go back and watch the film, they're probably double teaming him a little bit because he's not. He came along here that second quarter especially, but they pretty much kept him out of the picture for a little bit.
I think you're right, Coach. And I think that's why you're seeing Quinn get to to make some of those plays because Trent Kimbrough, he takes on a lot of attention.
And some of that they're probably running the opposite direction of Kimbrough after watching film on him. So
yeah, and you got to think as good as he is defensively, usually, I mean, he's having to play every snap on offense, and he's having to block the number 271 player in the nation on almost every play.
Right.
And really has done a great job tonight.
Right. He has, sure has.
And we've done a really good job on offense. Not much defense to speak of between both teams. Just some guys make some plays here or there. Well, Wyatt Lancaster had a quiet first quarter, but that second quarter he did make some big plays.
Yes, he did, especially there toward the end of that second quarter. And one play in particular, he made a tackle on the opposite side of the field for a loss. So, he does a great job from that defensive end. One of the other tackles he just played that position to perfection and stayed at home and just extended that play out, and another tackle for loss on that.
That's right. I'll tell you, it's hard to play a team like this, but it can be beneficial to you if you don't let it get you down. I don't know how the second half's going to turn out. We proved that we can score, so we could get right back in this thing.
And I will say this will probably be the toughest team we'll play this season, in the regular season for sure. So
all the way around, I don't see any possibility how you could play a more athletic team overall. You would have to be really, really deep in the playoffs in 4A before you got to anybody who could match them athlete per athlete.
Right.
But yeah, it's corners are really. I know we gave up 209 yards passing in the first half. Our corners were in good positions on several of those plays, and just kind of lost the ball for just a second, just to give them time. Jabray Shaw made a great 38-yard catch down to our right, and then QJ King's had a big game. Great player for Mills. So it's been special. If you like offense, man, this has been the game. I don't remember the last time I saw a game where we put up where both teams combined for this many points in a half. That's pretty incredible.
So 6:30 now, 6:35 left to go here at halftime. Again, we are under a weather delay here at Comet Stadium in Little Rock, and so it'll be, I don't know, probably another 20 minutes now, I guess, before we actually get to start the second half. We're officially under a weather delay because of lightning in the area. There's a chance of rain within just any time now. So hopefully we'll get back here in about 20 minutes and get you the second half of this, and hopefully we have a second half comeback for your Rivercrest Colts, who are down 42-26 here at halftime. Appreciate you watching and listening, and we'll see you back here with some more information in just about 15-20 minutes. All right. Hey, so apparently we have avoided the weather that they were talking might be getting. The clock is counting down, and the teams have been warming up now for a little bit, so we're getting ready to start back here at Comet Stadium in Little Rock. So we want to, before we get started here, several of my junior high players now, Coach, they are watching the game, so we'll give a shout out to them. We got Cam and Sydney and Alyssa and Barbie.
Don't leave any out, Coach.
Yeah, Sierra. They'll get mad if I leave them out.
That's right.
But they're all supporting the Colts football team by watching via the YouTube channel.
Yeah, Rivercrest Athletics.
Rivercrest Athletics. Justice Williams is also watching. She's one of my 8th graders. These girls have been working really, really hard and getting better. We aim to get 1% better, at least 1% better every day.
Yeah, it was fun talking to you on the way up. Just you were just excited about how much all your different teams have improved, and that's exciting.
We're looking forward to a great season of Lady Colts basketball.
Oh, you better get on it.
Get on it. Get on it. Get on it.
They'd already blown it. They'd already blown it dead.
So Michael Rayner was attempting an onside kick there and kind of whiffed the ball a little bit, and it just kind of curled back behind him.
I know it's happened before, but in my lifetime, I haven't seen anybody miss the kickoff.
Right. And and Michael's not the normal kicker.
Absolutely not.
For the Colts. Josh Johnson, who normally does kickoff, he takes care of the kickoff duties and kicks the PATs and field goals and stuff. He was injured this week, so Rayner's filling in for him, kicking the ball off. So
yeah, that's not a knock on Rayner at all. That's a hard position to put him in when, 1, you haven't kicked off before, and 2, you've never onside kicked.
And 3, you've been running for a whole half.
Oh, absolutely.
An hour and a half out there that first half. So the Comets have the ball. There's pressure on the quarterback.
Oh, good job.
Marcus Slayton, number 3, in there to hit the arm of the quarterback to mess up that pass play. And we have an injured Colt player. Not sure who that is, but he's laying down there at about the 39-yard line. It looks like number 71 maybe, Quinshon Perry. He's looks like looking at his leg, looks like.
Definitely hope that young man's okay.
So as we wait here for the Rivercrest coaches to check out one of their players, I think that's Quinshon, though. Caught just a glimpse of the number. Looked like number 71. They're getting ready to pick him up. It is Quinshon, and he's up on his own and limping off the field a little bit. Glad to see him being able to do that. Quinshon is 5'10", 265-pound junior, defensive tackle for the Colts. We called his name out several times in this game.
Yeah, he's played a good game. Didn't get just a ton of playing time on the defensive line last year. It's good to see him playing into his own.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Comets. The ball is at the 36-yard line of Rivercrest here, this first possession of the second half. Number 5, that's Achilles Ringo, the quarterback for the Comets. 3 receivers out right. He's going to look that way and then look back to the left and hit that lone receiver on the left side of the field. And that's number 1, Anton Pierce, and he's brought down by T.J. Scott, number 9 for the Colts. But about a 7-yard gain on the play, which will bring up 3rd down and 3. There's a high snap, handoff to number 15, Daniel Brown, but he's going to have enough for the first down as he takes it down to the Colt 25-yard line. that was a great job by the quarterback there to haul in that high snap and get it to his running back who picked up the first down. So 1st and 10 for the Comets. There's a snap, pass to the right, and it's dropped by number 4, Dylan Parks. And he had some open field there, and I think he just took his eye off the ball just for a second. And
we were thankful for it, Coach.
Led to an incompletion. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Ball spotted at the 25-yard line. And now some of my senior players are watching the game. Adriana Grant.
They don't want to be left out,
Give me a shout out.
We do appreciate everyone watching. We especially appreciate those girls watching. That's great.
There's a snap, drop back. He's got some pressure there from the Colts. He's going to be hit from behind. Ooh, nice hit by Marcus Slayton, number 3, came in to finish up that play. And just about took his head off on that. He came in full steam, and you could hear the pads popping from way up here in this on the roof of this press box. But Achilles Ringo was pretty tough. He popped back up. He's back in the backfield, fixing to receive the next snap. Perfect snap. Pass to the right to number 0. That's QJ. QJ King. And he's knocked out of bounds by number 4, Jacavion Williams. But not before he picks up another first down. It's going to be 1st and go for Little Rock Mills at the 10-yard line. We've got a snap and a handoff to the left side. That's
blocking the back, but no call.
There's a flag there.
Okay.
That's Jabray Shaw, who's had a game for Mills, but there's a couple of flags on the play. Looks like it's going to be brought back as a holding penalty. And number 50 is pleading his case there. He's like, what? I didn't do that. The PA guy said, we saw that up here.
And that's your own team. That's great.
So after the 10-yard penalty, it'll still be first down, but this time it'll be from the 20-yard line. So I'd much rather have the ball there than at the 10.
Absolutely.
Still in the red zone, but it's a little bit further distance. But 42-26 is your score. Little Rock Mills on top, 10-13 left to go here in the third quarter. There's going to be another penalty before the snap, false start penalty against Mills. So a little sloppy play by the Mills offense here, several penalties right here in a row. And there's 15 yards in penalties right there before in just the last 2 plays. So it's going to be.
See, they lined up in that wishbone, their short yardage formation. They've done that a couple times to get Anton Pierce one-on-one out of here on the edge. And anytime you got a talent like that, the advantage is Mills.
Right. So now it's first and go from the 25.
That's better.
That's better. Let's just keep backing them up. Again, that 3-man front by the Colts. We've got some pressure coming from the backside, and there's a sack by Wyatt Lancaster. Number 5 gets in there, and there's another loss on the play. So the Colts are looking pretty good so far here in this third quarter on the defensive side of the ball. We're getting a little bit of pressure now on the quarterback, and they may decide to start running that ball again instead of dropping back to pass. That quarterback's taking a couple of licks here in this third quarter. So second down and 33 for the Comets. There's another pass play. He's going to keep it. He's got
good open. Oh, wow.
Nice spin move there by Achilles Ringo, the quarterback, and he's finally brought down by number 56, I believe. That's Andrew Lomack.
That's right. Big man, right?
Big man. So big man seeing some action here, the sophomore on defense. Got he and Trent Kimbrough and number 75,
Third down.
Colton Ball on that three-man front for the Colts. They run a 3-5 defense, and it's going to be third down and about 23. Third and go from the 23. There's some more pressure.
There's
and
Trent
another.
Kimbrough.
He
Got out of it.
He
Wow.
passes it and gets it off, and it's going to be a touchdown
Wow.
for Mills. Pass complete to number 0, QJ King. We had him, 3 people had a hand on him in the backfield there for a loss, and he was able to escape, roll out just a few more steps, and hit QJ King from about 23 yards out.
Wow.
For another Mills touchdown. 8:14 left to go in the third quarter.
Boy, really a chance to get off the field right there. And usually when Trent Kimbrough gets his hands on you, it's over. But we don't face a lot of 210-pound quarterbacks, so
right.
he did a great job.
So here we go, 2-point conversion attempt by Mills. Quarterback is under center, and Marcus Slayton jumps the gun a little bit. Going to be offsides. So they're just going to scoot him up just a little bit for this 2-point try.
Well, you had third and goal from the 24-yard line, had them where you wanted them, got pressure on them, and then just a great play.
I tell you what, there's a pile there, and it looks like they're going to push forward for the 2-point conversion. And they're going to say it was good.
I believe that was Achilles Ringo with the keeper.
It was, and so with 8:14 left to go in the third quarter, your score, Little Rock Mills 50, Rivercrest 26. I tell you, man, we looked good there, several plays in a row, and then all of a sudden just we had the quarterback in the grasp right there, and he breaks free, takes a couple more steps, and hits the guy in the end zone. And, boy, I tell you what, that just has to take the air out of you a little bit.
It's just one of those plays where when you almost have them and you don't, there's going to be a lot of guys out of position.
Right.
A lot of guys just stop playing thinking you have him.
Yeah, because once he starts rolling out, you almost have to start. You're thinking now he's fixing to get outside. You got to come up and make that stop, and
Absolutely.
now you're leaving QJ King wide open down there in the corner of the end zone. So here we go, 8:14, third quarter, 50-26. Little Rock Mills on top, fixing to have another kickoff by the guy who just caught the touchdown pass,
That's
QJ
right.
King. Michael Rayner, number 1, back deep, as well as Kobe Turner, number 2. They've been kicking the ball to Kobe Turner a couple times, and that one was intended for Michael Rayner. Not sure kicking to either one of those guys is a wise decision.
Well, it just really hurts, Coach, when you got a chance to get off the field right there and then have something big like that happen. I mean,
not sure what they're doing here. They blew the whistle before the kick, so. Rayner and Turner standing at about the 22, 23-yard line.
we really got to make something happen on this drive, Coach, or you're going to be in a world of hurt.
Not sure what they're doing now. They're backing up the kick. He's going to kick from the 35.
A little strange. I never saw a flag
I didn't either.
come out, so not sure.
So here we go. 8:14 left to go in the third quarter. QJ King's kick goes out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. And the mosquitoes are starting to come out. Just felt one there.
I didn't know they could find us all the way up here,
either.
Coach.
I'll have to get that bug butter out here in a second. So the Colts will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. See if we can continue to march down the field, much like we did in that first quarter. Once Mills took the lead, 28-26, it's been all Mills from there.
All Mills.
So, and that first half took about an hour and 45 minutes.
Whew.
Long first half. We started seeing a lot of cramps and stuff at the end of that first half. And
it's probably a full game's worth of snaps in that first half.
Absolutely.
Very important drive here. You just want to sustain something.
And now they've moved the ball up to the 40.
I really thought that's where it should have been to start with.
Yeah.
But I've been confused by a lot of things lately.
All right, so here we go. It's like Washington is the quarterback. It's Kavion Williams in motion. He's set over there on the far side. There's no snap as the line begins to move forward, and it's probably going to be against the Colts. False start.
False start against Rivercrest. Back in both sides. 1st and 15.
Well, now it'll be at the 35-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was meant to be, wasn't it?
That's right. After you just giving up that big score, going backwards is not the plan right here.
There's a handoff to Kobe Turner. He's hit there in the backfield, but he fights forward for a gain of about 3 yards on the play.
Really thought they had a face mask there to bring him down, but no call, so we'll just keep on playing.
Tackled on that play by the 4-star recruit, number 10, Charleston Collins. He's getting a little chippy out there right now.
He is a little chippy.
There's some
jawing going on.
Extra activity going on after the play, so referees were just now taking note of that.
Wow.
And I tell you what, that pass was complete to number 2, Kobe Turner, and I believe they're going to get him for a celebration after that play. There's a flag come in at the end of it, so the celebration may be costly for Little Rock Mills here if they move the ball up about 15 yards. It was a great defensive play for Mills there. There's a little pass out there to the right side, and they're going to hit him for unsportsmanlike conduct.
That was Derek Murdoch who limped off the field earlier in the game.
20?
Yeah, number 20. And, man, what a hit. But just a little too much after the play, Coach.
And
I really thought unsportsmanlike conduct was an automatic first down, but I could be wrong on that.
The boos are coming from the home side of the field. They didn't like the fact that that penalty was against their squad, but little extra celebration there, and it was a great play.
And Kobe Turner is saying, let's not run that play anymore.
Yeah. So here we go, 2nd down and 5. There's Cavante drops back.
Oh, wow.
Ball was intended for Michael Rayner, and number 18, that's going to be Miles Castor, 6-foot sophomore defensive back, was there to break that play up. And
what good break on the ball. Ball came out a little funny out of Washington's hand.
Yeah.
Hung in the air just a little bit. 18 made a great play on the ball.
I tell you, Kimbrough out there, I've watched him the last few plays, and he's struggling a little bit right now. I think he's hurt. He acts like he's hurt a little bit, but he's sticking with it out there, and he's battling. There's a pass. Oh, just a little bit low, but it's caught by number 4, it's Kavion Williams. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 1 for the Colts. So they're going to go for it here. Ball spotted at their own 49-yard line. They're going to try to draw them off sides first.
It's not a bad idea. Try to get a freebie.
They forgot to put our timeouts on the board. We still have 3 timeouts here in this second half. We did use all 3 of them in the first half. There's a snap, handoff. It's going to be a first down. I believe that's Kobe Turner picking up the first down there.
Well, I tell you, the linebacker for Mills came up and turned Kobe's head a little bit, but boy, Turner's running hard tonight.
He has had a pretty good game. Had 3 touchdowns in the first quarter tonight, Kobe Turner did. How many? You said he had 114 yards at the half?
He did. He's up to 13 carries for 118 yards in the game, so
3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns. Great night.
So 1st and 10 now for the Colts. The ball is now on the Mills side of the field at the 49-yard line of Mills. Man in motion. And Washington's going to drop. He's going to roll to his left and pass it to the man in motion, which is Jacavion Williams. And he's going to be dropped.
I think it's going to come all the way up to the 47.
Gain.
Yeah,
they're going to spot it at the 47. Forward progress there. So good spot for the Colts. They're going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 after a gain of 2 on that pass play. Again, Cavante, he's been hobbling all week. He's in there at quarterback. He's a tough kid, sophomore. This time it's a handoff to Rayner. He's got some blockers in front of him. He's still moving his feet, and he's going to fall forward. I think he's going to have the first down there as he steps. He drops down at about the 39-yard line, and now there's some extra action over there after the play. I said it just a few minutes ago. Things are getting a little chippy out there between these 2 squads.
Looks like that is going to be a first down.
It'll be a first down. Nice run there by Rayner. So gain of about 9 on that play.
The Rainer's up to 11 carries for 64 yards on the night. So
okay. Got 2 receivers here on both sides of the line. There's a snap. Handoff this time to Kobe Turner. He gets met right there in the backfield and nowhere to go as it looks like number 24 for Mills. And there's a flag. They're going to get him again, I think, there's some celebration going on out there. That was Renault Wilkerson, 5'10 senior.
I'll tell you, their coach has been inside the numbers on the field for a while.
So we've got, what was the call there?
I'm not sure. Not sure who it's going to be on.
They didn't move the ball or anything. I guess the sideline warning maybe for Mills. Yeah.
That's the 2nd sideline warning. That should be a penalty in this game.
So 4:52 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. 50-26 your score. Little Rock Mills on top.
Well, this is a tough situation for inexperienced quarterbacks to be in. Down 50-26, they're just coming after you.
Now we've got officials timeout.
And I think you're starting to see a little bit of the Colts playing both ways, starting to wear down a bit, and that fresh defensive line for Mills is starting to make some plays.
All right, there's a snap. He's going to keep it, roll out. He's got an open man over here at Stovall. He catches it, and he's going to take it down to the 29-yard line. He's knocked out of bounds by Shaw, number 8. So great play there. The pass by Michael Rayner. So another first down for the Colts. Be 1st and 10 from the Little Rock Mills 29-yard line. They've connected a few times on that play.
They have. It's a good play called against an aggressive defense like that.
It's tough again to roll to your left and throw with your right hand, but Rayner did it. This time he's going to read, keep it, and he's going to fall forward for a gain of a couple. So he takes the ball down to the 27-yard line. Be 2nd down and 8.
The yards definitely haven't come as easy in the second half. That Mills defensive line is really starting to plug the holes, and It's tough sledding right now, but we are moving the ball.
There's Stovall in motion. He's going to take the handoff, but he's going to be dropped by number 20. That's Derek Murdoch. A loss on that play. So the ball is going to be spotted at the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 10 from the 29-yard line.
That play just didn't look good from the start, did it, Coach?
Sure didn't.
And they are starting to get a lot of penetration. So it's making it hard. You're going to have to make some plays down the field.
There's a snap to Rayner. He rolls to his right, passes it, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for number 4, Kavion Williams.
He finally did get a chance to roll to his right, though.
Yeah, he did. He had a lot of pressure on him, too.
Boy,
that's the thing, too. This Mills team is so quick. It's just hard to get anywhere without somebody being all over you out there.
Even plays where I think we're going to have a little space, man, they close that area quick.
So here we go, 4th down and 10. We need to get past the 19-yard line in order to keep this drive alive. There's a snap. He rolls to his left. He's got some pressure coming. Oh, well, he got hit right as he was releasing the ball. It's going to fall incomplete, and the ball will be turned over on downs as Mills will take over with 2 minutes and 48 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Little Rock Mills on top 50-26.
Boy, it hurts not being able to put points on that drive after really what was a pretty good drive. Just moving the ball down the field methodically.
Yeah,
Credit the Mills defense, though.
That was one of those we really needed to score on that.
Yeah.
You know,
right now it feels like Mills has 25 guys on the defensive side of the ball.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for Little Rock Mills. Again, Achilles Ringo is the quarterback, number 5. He's going to drop back to pass. Throws it over the top.
He's got an open guy.
He's got an open man, number 4.
Wow.
Might have been stolen away.
Might have been. Oh, wow.
Oh, no, they're going to say it was caught by number 4. Robertson had it in his hands as well.
Robinson had the inside and had the ball on top of him, so I'm not sure how that was given. Oh, wow.
I believe if he had fought a little bit harder and come away with that, it would have been tough to not give the ball to Rivercrest, but the referee blew the whistle while they were rolling around with it. So I guess he just determined that it was a catch.
I guess so.
And I wouldn't argue that it was a catch. It was a catch, but it sure looked like Robertson just took it away from him. So 2:24 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 1st down, Comets at the Rivercrest 33-yard line. Again, drop back to pass. He's got some pressure back there. It looks like Kimbrough is going to take him down. Wyatt Lancaster was there first, and Kimbrough came in and finished the job. Another tackle for a loss there for that young man. Kimbrough, 6 foot, 260-pound senior defensive tackle. He's been out there the whole time. There's a pass to the right to QJ King, and he's going to be brought down by Kobe Turner at about the 21-yard line.
Wow.
That play's been there all night long.
It has.
And once that young man gets it, he's pretty flashy. He's only 5'8", 170 pounds. He's a senior, but he knows what to do with it once he catches it.
He does. Tell you, Mills not looking to shorten the game any. They're still firing it through the air.
So 1:26 and counting now here in the 3rd quarter. Play clock's at 30. Achilles Ringo, the quarterback. He's going to
a little
hand
counter
it
play
off to number 15, Daniel Brown, and he's going to be tripped up by Kobe Turner, I believe. No, that was Kevin Morris. Kevin Morris, number 12, instead of number 2. So it's going to be 2nd down and 1 for the Comets. Ball spotted at the 12-yard line. Clock's running, 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Kevin Morris goes off the field. That's Stovall coming in, play defense in his spot. There's a handoff to number 8, Shaw. And now we've got a little – oh, there's a push by Shaw on Marcus Slayton. I'm not really sure you want to do that.
Nope.
And there should be a penalty there against Mills on that play. They were talking at the end of that play on the sideline, and Shaw, number 8, pushed Marcus Slayton in the chest. There has to be a penalty against
it has
that
to.
was the only contact that was made.
That was the only contact.
Slayton is rallying the troops back there. He's saying, hey, let's go, guys, let's go.
I'll tell you, for the size and players Mills has, you're picking on the wrong one for Rivercrest. I'm pretty sure Marcus Slayton would try to take on everybody. That's a tough man. And just a junior.
And just a junior.
I love that.
There are a lot of talented juniors from both sides out there on the field tonight.
They've yet to mark anything off. I'm a little confused by what's going on. It seemed like a no-brainer.
Yeah,
the flag was thrown right when he made
right
when he pushed Slayton.
Right.
Well, that should have been an easy 15-yarder.
Personal foul.
We got personal foul against the
Sportsmanlike against the Comets.
Number 8.
No, he's fixing to say, no.
That's
Wow. Wow.
There was nothing called on the Colts.
Now,
nothing was called until
yeah.
Marcus Slayton was pushed. That feels like a cop-out to me.
Yeah. You'd almost have to send that one in, you know?
Yeah.
There's no way. Unless there was something that happened after the whistle.
Wow.
Wow.
I just don't know about that one, Coach.
So first and go for the Comets. They're going to hand it off to the right side, and he's going to be wrapped up at about the line of scrimmage. Might be a loss on the play of one.
Yeah. Nolan Williams and Jaden Stovall on the play. I believe it's going to be a loss, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah, loss of one. The ball's going to be spotted at the 6-yard line. That'll be the last play of the third quarter. So 50-26 is the score after 3 periods of play. We'll be back here in about a minute for the fourth quarter. Appreciate you guys watching on YouTube, Rivercrest Athletics. We'll bring you the fourth quarter of this game here in just a few moments. Yeah. All right, here we go. The start of the fourth quarter. 12 minutes of football left to go in this one. Rivercrest down 50-26 here at Comet Stadium in Little Rock. There's going to be some movement there on the offensive line of Mills. False start penalty, 5 yards. And that'll push the ball back to the 11-yard line.
I'm not sure how many penalties have been on both sides tonight, but there's been a lot.
A lot. And a lot of false starts, a lot of offsides penalties.
Between the scoring and the penalties, that's why it feels like we're entering the 9th quarter tonight.
There's a handoff to number 8. Wow. That's Shaw, and he's trying to get outside to the right. Nice play there.
Good job by Jay Robertson.
Jay Robertson.
Good job by Jaden Stovall to stretch him out right there.
Sure was. So that'll bring up 3rd down and go from the 10-yard line. And that stops the clock at 11:53.
Probably on most plays that would have been a walk in the end zone, but Stovall has so much speed. He did a good job stretching it out.
They're in that wishbone look here. Achilles drops back.
Got the play action.
Wide open, and nice effort there by the receiver, but it was unable to make the catch. And now there's another flag at the 11-yard line. And that's in a spot where it'd probably be holding against Mills, and that's exactly the call. Outstanding effort by the receiver. I can't see his number, who that was, but he's still down on the ground there in the corner of the end zone. Probably knocked the breath out of him as he tried to stretch out and catch that pass.
It looks like we're negating the penalty, going to bring up 4th down, Coach.
That's number 10 for Mills. Charleston Collins. That's their big 4-star recruit. He is he's a junior, the class of 2024. He's the number 2 player in the state of Arkansas for that class. He has multiple offers from Arkansas, Georgia, Alabama, LSU, Oregon, Oklahoma, Texas. I mean,
if you go look at a top 25 right now, they've all offered.
He's 6'5", 260, I believe, 265.
I think we're just dealing with cramps over here.
It looks like it, yeah.
Like I said, he'll be taking his official visit to University of Arkansas tomorrow as they take on Cincinnati, 2:30.
So big 4th down play here for Mills. And there's pass over the middle and pass incomplete. So the ball will be turned back over to the Colts with 11 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this ball game.
I believe that's just the 2nd time tonight that we've gotten them off the field. One came with a Marcus Slayton interception, and that's the first turnover on downs for the Comets.
That's correct. And we've only had 1 punt, right?
1 punt.
Yeah.
On the year so far. That's pretty good.
So 76 points have been put on the board in this game. Unfortunately for Colts, we have only 26 of those.
Right.
So here we go. Michael Rayner in at quarterback. He's going to hand it off to.
Boy, great block by Marcus Slayton.
Who was that running the ball there, Dan?
That was Jaden Stovall.
Jaden Stovall, okay. I couldn't see his number. He got in that pile there. He's limping off a little bit as he goes to the sideline. Gain of about 5 on the play to bring up 2nd down. Ball spotted at the 15-yard line. Marcus Slayton in the backfield with Rayner. And Rayner's going to roll out to the right. He's going to have some pressure there, and he tries to get rid of it and does before he's brought down. So,
unfortunately, we did have a back in the area.
Marcus Slayton was there, and that saved us there being intentional grounding. He sure had a lot of pressure coming from number 3 there, Caleb Sane.
I'll tell you, ever since the offsetting penalties down here by the end zone, I think it just served to tick off number 3, Marcus Slayton, because he's playing
inspired,
a little more physical than even he was before, which is pretty incredible.
So 3rd down and 6 is what they're saying. There's a pass over the top to
right
Marcus Slayton. Oh, and it was
I believe
not
that's going to be an
loose.
incomplete pass.
So the number 8, Jabray Shaw, was in there, right place at the right time there to knock the ball loose as Marcus Slayton was trying to gather it in.
That's one of those where you hang the ball really a little too long in the air in that spot because he was open.
Yeah.
You can't let these guys have a chance to break on the ball.
And so Wyatt Lancaster comes in to attempt his 2nd punt. And he's going to be standing at his own 2-yard line. So we need a big punt from him right here. There's a snap, kick. It's going to hit about the 40-yard line and about a 10-yard, make that 12-yard row as the ball goes to the 48-yard line of Little Rock Mills. So 10-20 left to go in the ball game. Little Rock Mills takes over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. They're up 50-26 in this one.
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach Harden has dialed up some good play calls against that aggressive defense, and it's worked a few times. A few times we've had a drop or really right there. I mean, the ball may have been in the air a little long, but Jabray Shaw made a physical play. That kid's a great player.
And he also has some D1 offers. We mentioned that.
He does. I think La Tech, Memphis. I think he's committed to UCA.
Then they have the other kid that's going to Army.
Anton Pierce, number 1.
Anton Pierce, number 1, yeah. So lots of talent on the field, both sides of the field.
Looks like QJ King's in at quarterback right now.
Oh, that might be good for us. He's been catching the ball like crazy. Let's keep him from catching it out here on the side.
Good job by Montarius Smith and Wyatt Lancaster.
Number 11, Cameron Dunbar on the carry, and he's tackled for a loss there. Loss of about 3.
Wyatt Lancaster now up to 8 tackles, 4 for a loss, and a sack on the night. So great job by, once again, a junior. That junior class for Rivercrest is pretty stacked.
There's time. King's going to keep it.
Oh, look like a hold at the point of attack, but no call.
He's going to take it out of bounds at the Rivercrest 41-yard line. Again, QJ King, 5'8", senior. He's now playing quarterback for the Comets. He's a shifty runner.
Boy. Great high school player. Great hands. They brought him in the second half, in the fourth quarter against Forest City, and he did a great job at the quarterback position, and he can throw it.
Clock is rolling in at 9:16 and counting here in this fourth quarter. There's a snap. There's movement up front. It's going to be another false start penalty. So another 5-yard penalty against the Comets. He's going to put the ball at the Rivercrest 46-yard line.
Well, we are entering what feels like the 7th hour of this game. It's been a long one. There's been maybe as many penalties as I've seen in a long time.
Ian McLean just checked in. He and big man Andrew Lomack and Trent Kimbrew on that line. There's a snap. There's going to be a handoff to number 11. He's tripped up by, I believe that is number 44, Nolan Williams. He's had about 5 or 6 tackles, I think, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's up to 5 tackles, tackle for a loss.
Nice job by the sophomore.
That's actually a tackle for a loss right there.
So great job by Nolan Williams. He wears number 44.
Just a 10th grader.
That's it.
starting at linebacker.
So 8-13 and counting here in this ball game.
Got Monterius Smith coming off the edge, another sophomore talent for Rivercrest.
There's a snap. There's another flag.
I believe it's going to be another false start.
It's going to be a delay of game penalty
delay
this
of
time
game.
against Mills. So another 5-yard penalty. They're trying to keep us here till 11 o'clock, I think.
It feels like it, Coach. The longest game.
But the clock's still running.
Time,
the clock's still running right now. So
would be when we have to travel 2.5 hours.
Yeah. I see a lot of coffee stops.
Absolutely.
My future. All right, second down, and seems like forever there for Mills. And they're going to pass out, and it's dropped.
That should be a lateral.
It's going to be picked up, and now he's on the run. He's finally going to be brought down.
Wyatt Lancaster.
Wyatt Lancaster. So it's going to be another big loss for Little Rock Mills. And they just keep taking it in the opposite direction. And that's going to bring up third down. Third down, and PA guy said 27.
Yeah. I had 3rd and 29, so we're pretty close.
So pretty close, yeah. 29 is
probably
probably
a
more
long
accurate.
ways. Heads up play by Wyatt Lancaster right there.
There's a snap. Quarterback drops back. He throws it to the left side of it. It's just up in the air.
He just knocked us down.
And no.
All the contact was initiated by the receiver.
So that's going to be a penalty probably against the Colts there. His T.J. Scott saw the ball was floating up in the air, and he was trying to put on the brakes to go back and get it, and the receiver ran into him. And now the penalty is going to be against T.J. Scott.
He really they're going to call it on the offense.
Yeah, I was going to say there was no way either one of them could catch that because the ball was so short.
I was thinking T.J. Scott has every right to stand his ground, and all the contact was initiated by the offensive player, and that's what the officials called.
Yeah,
they made the right call.
So fourth down now, and 29 for the Comets. Michael Rayner, Kavion Williams back to receive this punt.
And I do believe this is their first punt for the season also.
Who is that punting there, Danny? Is that King?
It may be QJ King. He does a little bit of everything also.
There's a snap. Yeah, it was him.
Yeah.
It's going to be received by Kavion Williams. He's going to be at the 35-yard line, still on his feet, makes a little move, and now he's going to be wrapped up at about the 39-yard line.
Well, a 38-yard bullet punt by QJ King, and another sophomore for Rivercrest, Kavion Williams, with a pretty good return, Coach.
Yeah, it was. So 6:26 left to go here in this ball game. There's another flag.
Well, of course there is, Coach.
And it's sportsmanlike conduct against the Comets. So tack on another 15 to the end of that play. They had a Comet that was shaken up down here too, about where the initial hit was. I believe that's number 1, Anton Pierce.
Yeah, big-time player.
I saw Michael Rayner helping him up, and he's still kind of shaking up. You can see he's grabbing his chest there a little bit, and he's just kind of slow getting around. There's a snap. There's a pass over the top. There's a receiver there, but he drops the ball as the defender just got there just in time, and I'm not sure who that was intended for.
I think it was intended for Jay Robertson.
Okay.
Had a chance to make the play, but that was tough. Michael Rayner did a good job of dropping it in.
Yeah, he had a lot of pressure on him right there as he was releasing that ball as well. So incomplete pass brings up second down and 10. The ball is spotted at the Mills 46-yard line. There's a man in motion. There's another flag.
There was room
and
also.
It's offsides penalty against Mills. It's going to be another 5-yard penalty.
I think we'd rather have the play on that one.
And so the clock again stopped. It's not set a record for penalties in this game.
I don't know. I do remember playing Hughes back in the 90s, and we were called for over 20 penalties in that game. And
there's a handoff to Stovall. He cuts back up the middle. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down as he's stopped at the 37-yard line. The clock's rolling at 6:07 and counting. Rayner takes the snap, and there's another false start penalty against the Colts.
We had a false start against Rivercrest.
wow. I'm just about for the stick the whistle in your pocket and let's play this thing out.
Oh.
But Jaden Stovall is probably pretty glad they called a penalty on that one.
All right, there's a snap. Rayner's going to roll to his right, some pressure. He passes the ball, but it's incomplete, intended for Jaden Stovall. Number 8, Jabray Shaw there on the coverage. So had to bring up. The stick says 4th down.
That's right. So fourth and
about 6, maybe?
About 6. Long 5.
Long 5, yeah. So the junior quarterback, Michael Rayner. Stovall back there with him. Man in motion.
And they got him to jump. Wow.
Oh. So it's going to be close to a first down here after the penalty. It's going to be just inches short, I believe.
This will be interesting to add up penalties sometime over tonight or tomorrow. There's no telling how many penalties there's been in this game combined.
5:44 left to go in the game. The Colts are down 50-26. They have the ball. 4th down and 1. There's a first down for Stovall, and he's still on his feet at about the 33-yard line. And he's finally going to blow it dead at the 32. Give him forward progress there.
About a gain of 5.
Gain of 5.
Great job by sophomore lineman Andrew Lomack. Great block at the point of attack to really spring Stovall for those yards.
Starting to see some new players coming in for this Mills team. Number 58 just checked in. This time a handoff to Mike Faison, I believe, and he's going to be dropped for a loss at about the 38-yard line. So a loss of about 6 on that play.
Anthony Kennedy on the tackle.
Bring up 2nd down. There's a snap. There's a pitch to Marcus Slayton. He's got some room out there, and he's still on his feet at the 10. Actually, he's going to be stopped at about the 12-yard line.
I love the Mills PA announcer said, "Oh, Lord." So Marcus Slayton is a load.
Slayton picks up the first down, and they're going to have 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. 4:40 left to go in the contest. Clock's running. There's Michael Rayner.
He's going to walk
it in from 12 yards out. So a 12-yard touchdown run for Michael Rayner with 4:30 left on the clock. It's going to make the score 50-32, and they'll go for 2 here.
It's been a long time since we've scored, Coach.
Yes, it is. That one looked pretty easy right there.
That did look pretty easy. He's up to 12 carries for 70 yards tonight. Touchdown pass, touchdown run now.
Now he's going to attempt another one here, and he'll have a 2-point conversion. So 50-34 is your score with 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in this ball game. Again, we appreciate you watching Rivercrest Colts football on the YouTube channel for Rivercrest Athletics.
Absolutely. Be sure to like our video and click the little bell to subscribe, and anytime we go live, you'll be notified.
And share it with your friends. So
absolutely, yeah.
We'll have Valley View next week at home, and so we'll be broadcasting that one as well. Appreciate Bubba and Clerman and Danny, and missing Todd tonight. He's sick, so shout out to him and wish him well and hoping he's feeling better.
Definitely.
Although if he's watching the game, it might have made it worse.
Well, if nothing else, he'll be glad he doesn't have to make a 2.5-hour trip home.
That's true too, yeah.
No, I know Todd. He would love to be here. He would love it.
Our guys have battled hard tonight. It's just we knew coming in they were going to be a tough team with Little Rock Mills.
I didn't know how we would do, but I think the depth got to us a little bit towards the end of that long first half and into this half.
A few turnovers kind of hurt a little bit, and there's a kickoff that goes out of bounds.
I'm fine.
So 4:30 left to go in the game. Mills will take over at the 40-yard line, their own 40-yard line.
Was some great defensive efforts tonight. Trent Kimbrough, 6 tackles, 3 for a loss. Sack. Wyatt Lancaster, 9 tackles, 5 for a loss. And a sack. Wow. He's been big. And Marcus Slayton's up to 10 tackles, tackle for a loss, and I think he's had a hurry and a pass deflection and an interception.
Should see a ground game here by Mills as they try to.
That's the start of Daniel Brown in.
There's number 15. He steps out right there at about the 48-yard line. Number 44, Nolan. Nolan there. He's played pretty well tonight for
Nolan Williams up to 6 tackles, 2 for a loss. Had a great night.
He's going off the field now. So 1st and 10 for the Comets.
We got some new guys in there as well at linebacker. It's like Tyshawn Love and Monterey Smith. And the PA announcer just said, quit throwing flags. And I'm in agreement.
Another false start penalty as we have another substitution.
Wow.
I believe that's number 30, Bernard Clark, checking in for the Colts. Number 15, Austin Elrod out there. TJ Scott. Number 52, Tyshawn Love. Ian McLean is in there. 65, Wesley Gray is in there. That nose tackle spot. There's a handoff to number 15. That's Daniel Brown, and he's going to step out of bounds at about the 45. They're wanting a flag down here.
It would have been really hard for the defense to tell he went out of bounds because he came back in and made some football moves.
Right, yeah. So the ball spotted at the 45-yard line. It's going to bring up we've got first down on the sticks, but no, that's not right. Second down.
It's should be second about 7.
Second 7. QJ King is still the quarterback. Got a new backfield back here. Looks with number 20, number 11, number 27 all back there.
Tell you, the starting tailback for Mills, Daniel Brown, I believe he's a senior. Boy, he's got a couple of gears also, Coach.
Yeah, he is 5'8", 170-pound senior. He's the one that's had a couple of runs called back on penalties.
So long with.
He's run a lot tonight. How many yards does he have?
I'm not sure. He did get to keep 141-yard touchdown. Looks like he's up to about 70 yards on 9 carries.
He's probably ran 6 miles tonight.
Oh, no doubt.
40 yards to his credit there. So,
no doubt. Lot of speed, a lot of great players, athletes on this Mills team. But our guys haven't quit. We got a lot of new guys in there, and it's good to get some experience, especially on the road.
Right.
I will be glad to be back at the Tez next week, and from now on, it alternates every week. We're home and away for the rest of the regular season. So be sure if you're at home next week to come on out to the Tez. We'd love to have you there in person. If not, we'll be live right here on Rivercrest Athletics on YouTube.
Second down, 7 for the Comets.
There's the handoff to number 20, Derek Murdoch.
And
He's going to be short of first down. Number 54, Ian McLean, I know was in there.
Yep.
On that tackle, the junior for the Colts. It's going to bring up third down and 1. 3 minutes and 18 seconds and counting here in this fourth quarter.
I think had Jackson Eflin and Monteria Smith in on that play as well. So good job by some of the new guys out on the field there, Coach.
So 3rd and 1, under 3 minutes now. QJ King under center. He's going to keep it, and he's going to pick up the first down and then some. Still on his feet as he's finally brought down by number 2, Colton Turner, and number 54, Ian McLean. The clock's rolling 2:40 now.
Good job by that Meals offensive line.
This one is just about over.
Good riddance.
So we have one more non-conference game with Valley View, and then after that will be –
we have a week off after that.
That's right, the 16th.
Before we travel to Pocahontas.
That'll be a big one. There's a handoff to number 27. Number 27, that's Zion Smith. We're going to have a parent meeting and a team building night on the 16th on that off night for Lady Colts basketball.
Nice.
So if there's any parents listening to the broadcast, they know about that. I'll please push some information about that in the next day or so.
I've been seeing some of your videos you put out on your Rivercrest Lady Colts Facebook page, and looks like your girls are working hard to get better.
They are really working hard. They sure are. Lots of improvement. There's a rollout by, he's going to score that.
Yeah, he's by
QJ King. There's a flag, though. There's a flag that came in at the 15-yard line. And so there's going to be a hold against the Comets. It's going to bring that back. And the PA guy said, wow.
I didn't want to see him score again, but I definitely didn't want to see a penalty either.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what the PA guy said.
Yeah, he was right on. I love that he's not even muting the mic anymore. He's just saying whatever he feels.
Probably not a professional thing to do as a PA guy.
That's right. I get his frustration, though. Was a great keeper by QJ King.
Yeah, it was. Went in untouched. So here we go after the penalty. 1 minute, 18 seconds left to go. They're running the clock. There's 14 seconds on the play clock. The ball's at the 25-yard line.
Here's some of their fans screaming victory formation.
There's a handoff to the fullback up the middle. That's number 11, I believe. And Cameron Dunbar. And it's going to be, might have one more play after this one.
Dunbar.
Ian McLean, number 54, in on that stop.
Yep. It's like Jeb Brigant's in there as well.
Jeb Brigant's. Bernard Clark is in the game, number 30.
Bernard Clark was actually in on that tackle as well, so.
I see
good job.
Number 10, Jackson Eflin, out there at the defensive end spot. Number 51, Jeb Brigant's. And there we go, the final snap of the game as the quarterback takes a knee. And the clock is at 10 seconds, and it's rolling down for the final time to wrap this game up.
Yeah.
50-34 is your final here at Comet Stadium in Little Rock. It is a high offensive output for both teams, and Mills just had a little more gas than we did tonight. So
they did. It was good to see our guys continue to fight. There would have been a chance right there in such a big second quarter by Mills, and then having that third and goal from the 24 where we had him and he threw a touchdown. It would have been easy for us to give up at that point. That's one thing the coaches do well with the players, and having a tradition-rich program makes a big difference in how you fight and how you expect to win.
Right. And again, games like this, this will be probably the toughest opponent we'll face during the regular season, and this game, in the long run, will benefit us. When we see talent like this. Whenever we get to conference play, it's going to be a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit easier.
Yeah, I don't know how good some of the teams will be, but none of the teams will be faster.
No.
or bigger than
yeah.
that team. I will say, looking ahead to conference in about 3 weeks, Connor Baker, quarterback at Pocahontas, is a heck of a talent. Feels like he's been there 6 years at Pocahontas. I thought he was a senior last year, but he'll be a really good one we'll be facing. Always a well-coached Valley View team.
Right.
No matter how good they are in the 5A East, which they finished second last year in that conference. And I know they were ranked in the top 10 in 5A to start last week, and then were really surprised by a really, really good team, Harding Academy, who just moved up to 4A after winning three straight 3A championships. So just nothing to hang your head on there.
Right.
Valley View will be ready to play next weekend.
Right. All right. Well, hey, we've got a 2.5-hour trip home, so we're going to wrap this thing up. And, again, your final here at Comet Stadium, Little Rock Mills 50, Rivercrest 34. We appreciate you guys tuning in on YouTube, and hope to see you back next Friday night as we broadcast live from the TES.
That's right.
As we take on the Valley View Blazers. For all the guys here, for Clerman, Bubba, Danny, and myself, we